we haven't done a ton of combat, so you haven't had a chance to really see this, but a lot of this comes down to narration, like what you want. If you look at the move, you get your move sheet there? Over this little guy. Look at directly engaging, you see the like options that you get from directly engage, the things that you get to pick. A lot of that stuff comes down to how to narrate it. Like, you say, like, one of the options there, I take something from somebody. It doesn't have to be, like, a ball in their hand. It can be, like, a metaphorical take or a symbolic take. I take away their ability to escape. I take away their ability to see. I take away... Well, now, whether or not that's permanent, it's certainly going to be effective for that scene. So I'm trying to blind him with a big flash of light. Okay, that's, you know, it can be lots of different stuff. And that all works. So... just keep that in mind. That's good. You don't need a flare for it, though. You don't need a separate flare just for being able to melt somebody's legs off. Very violent person. What are you going to do? What other notes did I have about people? Palacine. Your Lucador? No. What was his name?
Ligaya.
Ligaya.
I forgot about that.
So Ligaya has 3 basic moves that he'll give you help with, okay? And your GM has decided to be a GM and say these are the things that he gives you bonuses on. So I wrote it down on there. So he gives you a +1. If he's around to help, I say he. It can help you with comfort and support because he's a cuddly little penguin. And what's the second one I wrote down?
Directly engage.
Directly engage. Yeah, you need to watch 3 Below. But what I'm thinking of, they have a puppy on there that looks like a corgi, but it's actually like an alien acid laser shooting hound thing. So yeah, like this thing, like this imagine the adorable little penguin like flying at somebody, and suddenly its whole head opens up into like with like teeth, like. Oh god.
Why did you create such a thing?
Well, it's like an insect thing that got shapeshifted to look like a cute little penguin. What is the... what was that?
My ship basically just gave birth to it.
No, it's like it's the ship's version of like a sort of an exploration drone. It's just like sent it to...
And you're like, no.
What's the...
cuter form.
Stranger Things... Demogorgon.
Demogorgon.
Wait, where did we leave off last time? I can't even remember.
It was right
Fake Chad.
We fought
Fake
Chad, and he ran away. And
I did the
and you did the sucky thing.
And you have the wristband. And
I
had just come from the counselors.
Well, we're jumping forward a little bit.
I died with Jack a little bit.
I'm feeling really controversial today, so...
So yeah, imagine the penguin like leaping and then like its face kind of opening up like...
Yes! Just show me.
Like flower petals.
That's amazing.
Like flower petals with teeth on them. You gotta watch 3 Below. Do you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Watch 3 Below. The dog is adorable. It shoots lasers out of unlikely places of its body, but yeah, occasionally when it attacks, it's like, bleh. And they always do that bit of its leap in like slow motion. And the fact that it's like a tiny little pudgy corgi looking thing is hilarious. What's the other one it helps with?
Reject influence.
Reject influence, because it's there and it will always love you because it's a little adorable penguin puppy pet and it'll love you, which lets you kind of go, this thing will love me, so screw you, I'm not listening to your influence, whatever that is. So it'll help you with those rules too. It's actually really, I mean, it's kind of a powerhouse being able to help you with comfort and support because you're already pretty good at that. So getting an additional...
really good at that. You're going to be like just hugging the entire world.
Yeah, you crawl into a couch with Palacine, the penguin jumps in your lap, and you get like a +4 in your roll.
My God.
I feel so much better right now, thank you. Getting snot all over the space penguin.
Just like crying, it's gonna be okay.
Blow your nose, and pet the penguin, you'll feel better. Just don't let him.
I just imagined it like sitting in your lap and then waddling, like, and then turning around and kind of like reaching up and giving you a hug.
With its face.
No.
Aww.
Wait, we're jumping forward in time. How much forward in time?
A couple days.
But wasn't I supposed to talk to my brother or something?
Yeah, after school.
Yeah, you were.
You can't do
What
that.
if he just blew off and then now we're doing it a couple days later?
Yeah.
Well,
or you could just do.
I had a thing I wanted to do with you guys.
Oh, okay.
Or you could just jump to that conversation.
We can do that too, but I want to do this. So we can do that, but I want to
Flashback.
talk about the effect that the gym events had on you guys. Or stuff that happened. So, Ember, you had the big flashy Phoenix Wings, kind of save the group thing.
That was amazing.
And what I want to know from that is how people sort of reacted to that. So for that, I would like you to roll and add mundane. This is there's no move for this.
Wait, which person has influence over the entire student body?
That's
6,
Palacine.
7, 8. I got a 7.
You got 7. Okay.
Wait, why
So
did you go
minus
6? Oh, I was confused. I was like 6, 7, 8, 7. What?
Oh, because your mundane's a -1?
Yeah, it was a -2, but I think I moved it up
Mine's
at the end.
Yeah,
of
you
last,
did.
Yeah.
You did.
Mine
Which
did
is good,
3.
because otherwise you would have drug it down to
I'm
six.
very good at being human. Not really, though. Cranberry
You
cereal.
could be really bad at being human, but just people like you, and then because you're
so
adorably
empathic.
weird.
You're just you literally want to hug the entire world.
Did you
She's
just
so-
say? Did you just say empathic? It's empathetic, boy.
I'm sorry, it's been a long week, and I didn't get to bed till 1 last night.
She's telepathic, not empathic. Anyway, okay, so somebody was impressed with your thing. You get to pick one.
Pick one person.
You get to pick one. So, but you get options. Okay. All right. It can be sort of random member of the faculty, but not Surge.
Obviously.
It could
be somebody-
no. I'm not done. It could be Surge, or it could be a student that we haven't had on stage yet.
Could it be a student that I looked up and sent to the group chat?
Yes. You don't get to specifically pick one. I have them in mind. I know who it's going to be.
Oh, okay.
If you pick the student, I know who it's going to be. Unless you got one that you're like, oh, I heart this person. But
I forget everyone who I looked at.
Yeah, that's his job. His job is to be like, don't remember
That way
this
it'll be-
person. Wow.
That way it'll be a fun surprise later when they're like, hey.
Okay.
Or when they do, hey.
Hey.
Have you guys seen? Have you seen? You have to see Spider-Verse.
I haven't. I just haven't had time.
See Spider-Verse is so good.
Hey.
Hey. So good.
so bad when he tries.
So
I'm
good.
gonna end up crying at the end though, because then I'll realize that's.
No, you realize that at the beginning. You've seen the ad for the new one. Have you seen
I
the ad
have.
for Far From Home?
I have.
He's going to be back.
I know, but he's not right now, and that's the issue.
Okay, well then you can go to see Spider-Verse, which is in an
Spider-Verse
alternate universe of
He
Miles.
yelled at me
Relate.
so much during the movie because I was crying so hard when Peter Parker died.
I wasn't
was
yelling.
so sad. You were like, come on, I'll be back.
Everyone knew he
yelling, I
was
was-
gonna be back.
I was comforting.
No, you weren't.
Comforting
Okay,
and
wait. Let's
supporting.
keep going.
You
Let's
were
keep
not.
All
going.
right, so
You failed.
Surge, random faculty person,
Person, like student.
or student.
Student.
Okay.
That's
I'm
what
just
I
kind
meant
of filing
by
that away.
person.
You mother.
No.
That would require that she knows what's going on, kind of a deal.
I'm worried I'm gonna get kicked out of the house.
Okay.
Probably will.
So this will be like a couple days later.
I'll have to crash some shit.
Palacine.
Yes.
Weird stuff is afoot at the Circle K, and by that I mean AEGIS, or not AEGIS, AEGIS. And they've been getting kind of reports on what's been going on in school, but also some other stuff is apparently going on that they haven't really told you about this, but they've been asking a lot of very interesting questions. I want to know what kind of impression or sort of how they're reacting to you. You know what I mean? Like what they're, after talking with you a couple of times, like, you know, she's playing ball, she's playing along, we can work with her, or she's being purposely dense, or she's being actually dense, oh my god, why are we having to work with this teenager, kind of thing. So what I need you to do is roll superior for me. This is almost like there's this thing in this game called Love Letters where like you write out this whole special move for somebody at the beginning of a game. I haven't done that because I didn't have time because everything was going wrong this morning. But this is kind of like that. You make up custom moves for
wasn't
people.
going wrong this morning.
Plus superior, please. Oh my God! Look at those dice.
11.
Wow.
Good job.
Man. Okay.
All right, Palacine has the dice today.
Okay. So
You have the dice.
what was the okay? You gotta show me that okay meme later because I don't know what I'm doing because I do this all the time.
Okay, spill the tea.
Well, there's a couple things. Like, you can either be like, okay, but then...
She freaked out because I actually just did it because I do that. Like I just go okay.
But if you
and
do
she
this
thought I was
below the waist,
Yeah, but that's a
then, like, you're
that's
like...
old. That's old. Though.
My brother won't stop doing it to me. He'd be like, wait, Jamie, look over here. And I felt really bad because I want to engage with him. And he was like, I got you. I'm like,
Is this yours?
because, like, I feel like I've been leaving him out of stuff and I feel bad.
You dropped
Oh
your
my
dice.
God. See, I fall for it every time.
Because you're
Wait,
generally
did
a
she-
nice
Not gonna
person.
do anything.
Okay, so at 11, so the takeaway from that is that Aegis has, they seem to be trusting you. Response has been positive. You're being very cooperative. They're thinking good things. Apparently you're acting differently than, what is your deal?
Nothing.
Over here. All right. And you can ask me a question off of assess the situation with like what's going on with them. Like, why are they asking me so many questions? Because some of the questions, you know how sometimes like if somebody asks a question, you can figure out from the question what they're really worried about, like what they're really thinking about or where they're going with this line of reasoning or something like that.
Dad, you know what we forgot?
What's that?
We didn't do character intros.
That's okay.
No, it's not. Fine. Continue, please.
We will do it next time. Sometimes it's just not going to happen.
I know, but it makes me sad.
Okay. Duly noted. Okay, so you can, if you look at your move for assess the situation, you can like pull a question off of there if you want to sort of ask. Or you can, you know what? Actually, you can even do a pierce the mask off of, because most of what who you've been talking to has been Agent Parker. Do you remember her? Mm-hmm. You could do a pierce the mask on Agent Parker. So you can ask me one question off assess the situation, or I'll give you a pierce the mask roll on Agent Parker with a +1, like a +1 forward.
I'll do the pierce the mask.
Okay. So give me a roll then for pierce the mask, and you're going to add a total of +4 because you've got your mundane of 3 plus the +1 I gave you going forward, right?
Wow.
Yeah, right.
9 plus 4, 13.
That's a lot. Okay.
Oh my God.
Seriously, you have the dice today.
So pierce the mask says, when you pierce the mask, see the person beneath, roll mundane, ask 3.
Oh, jeez.
Nice.
I want to know all the things.
Let's see.
I mean, you rolled your mundane, so I wasn't that surprised. I was gonna take the downfall on dice today. I wonder-
Well,
it's always me. I always get the downfall.
I
It's
kind
always
of am hoping
Snake
I am.
eyes, 6,
Because I'm feeling like...
6, 4.
XP. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah. Except she's always the one that gets the XP.
Well, that's because I choose to do the XP.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What do you think,
other
Palacine?
options
Well,
are
I want to do the what do you want me to do and what do you intend to do.
Okay.
You get
But
one
I don't know
more.
what the third.
Well, you may have a good follow-up question, like based on those other things. What do you want me to do? They want you. I mean, she wants you to. What does she want you to do? She wants you. She's hoping for full-on cooperation. At some level, this was sort of. She let something slip in one conversation where everyone's expecting this to go sideways and go badly. This whole thing where they're working with you and stuff like that. And she is starting to kind of root for you. And it's also a personal thing because she was assigned this thing as kind of it's a high profile assignment, so that's good. But it's a high profile assignment that people.
Who's the person?
This is Agent Parker.
Oh, right. Okay.
the person who gave
she was
Palacine
assigned-
a wristband.
She was assigned the job, and it's sort of a high profile thing. So on paper, it kind of looks like it's a nice promotion thing, but it's also a thing that could go badly really well. So it's kind of a booby trap for her politically, professionally speaking. Yeah, politically. It's a government agency.
Oh, right.
Politically,
Sorry.
professionally speaking, it's kind of a booby trap that could go really badly. So she kind of wants us to go well, but she's starting to kind of root for this where, you really kind of show that you're not just some goofy little 15-year-old and something.
She's a goofy little 15-year-old with a space penguin.
No, she's not a goofy little 15-year-old. She's a goofy little 15-year-old with a space penguin. Come on.
She literally just said that.
I know. I said it better.
She
Really?
did, though.
Okay. So that's she's maybe kind of looking for an ally in this. Like if you guys don't work together, then it's likely that it's going to explode in exactly the way that they're expecting. If you do work together, then you guys can show up everybody, and it'll be awesome. What was the other question you had?
What do you intend to do?
What do you intend to do? They're trying to get information about. It's kind of frustrating because they keep circling back to like what's Vanquish's deal and what are his abilities and what are his forces like and stuff like that, and also kind of like what the resistance is up to or even capable of.
Is there a
And
resistance?
there's that's the thing is that when you left, it was just like, get out of here. We got to keep you safe. You got to go. And you've been in contact with people very rarely. You can reach back, but every time you get in touch with anybody over there, it's a little bit more desperate. It's a little bit more crazy. So some of the frustration is kind of like, what kind of resistance is anybody even fighting back? Are they just, should we count your planet as like wholly under the sway of Vanquish and basically more of his forces? Or are you resisting and you don't know? So they're really looking for information about what kind of resistance is going on. And that has really stepped up in like the last couple of days since you don't think it's really connected to the thing with the gym, but, out in the track field. But, since then, the couple times you've met with them, it's been really intensely a lot of questions about like, what are they capable of? Could they do this? Could they do this? And you're like, why would you be asking me whether or not they could do like suborbital launches? Why would you be asking me if they could do like more interstellar, things like that? Why would you be asking me? It's weird what they're asking. Very specific. Would they be capable of this? If they were completely taken over by Vanquish and they were told to assault another planet, how fast could they mobilize that level of capability? And you're like, we're not warlike. We don't launch interplanetary strikes. Like, could they attack somebody, interstellarly, blah, blah, blah. And if so, how fast? And, so it's really, really specific kind of stuff.
You and your war.
Does that give you an idea for your third question?
By the look on your face,
Wait, what are
I'm
you
judging
thinking
the
next?
answer is no. Can you read out the questions so I can see them too? So I can see them with my ears?
It's
You've got it right. You literally have a move sheet right there.
No, I don't. Where? See, I don't.
what are you really planning? How could I get your character to blank? How can I gain influence over?
What about, like, how can I get your character to, like,
Tell me what's going on.
yeah, like,
That's one.
because that way then they'll have more trust and then it'll be easier for them to, like, cooperate and then they can show them up.
Yeah, I like that.
Tell them.
How could I get your character to tell me what's going on?
I see. Okay. Cool. I like it.
What do you know about my planet?
How can I get your character to tell me what's going on? I think that, and this is something you've realized like after the last meeting with Parker. I don't think maybe you are talking with them. I think probably just, say something like, sort of, in some way, shape, or form, sort of acknowledge that the whole situation is weird and scary, and Vanquish is scary. You know what? It's coming down to, admit to her that, Vanquish is scary, and that it's got to be scary to even know that he's out there, let alone not knowing what he's doing, and that, you're willing to help against Vanquish in whatever way you can. Or something like that. So think about how that'll come out, because we'll probably do a scene with you and Parker pretty quick. You haven't done your roll yet, and what I'm going to give you, can you put that back? Be less disruptive.
I'm not disruptive.
Totally disruptive.
I haven't said anything.
Okay.
I also need my dice bag, so I don't know where you put that.
It's upstairs. Closet.
Really?
All right. It's upstairs in the bookshelf area in the closet. Okay, so we can real quick. So where do you meet with your brother?
I was just
Ember.
thinking at not the park where I discovered my powers. No. Like at a different park more near my school, and it's just like a smaller little park. Not a lot of people go there. There's like a lake and just like some trees and rocks and stuff. There's not really like a playground, so it's not a lot of.
It's a walk around park. It's not like a park with a lot of kids in it or something like that. Okay.
Or a lot of adults even, especially because it's...
What does he usually show up with as like, not so much a peace offering, but like some sort of shared thing for you guys to... Hot chocolate, or he brings a couple of scones, or cupcakes, or...
I want a brother
muffins,
that brings me cupcakes.
or...
Same.
Half of... Like, it's a half-eaten donut. Like, he gets like one donut, but he splits it with you, and... Usually.
And he gives me like the smaller half.
Okay, sure. Yeah. You're littler.
Yeah, that works.
Sure.
Like
That's honestly something that you would say to me.
You're littler.
You're the smaller half because you're littler.
Yep.
I'd be like, I need to grow more though.
And I was like, hey, why do you get the big one?
Not to. You don't need to grow in the way that donuts make you grow. That's just out, not up. I'm not talking to you specifically. I'm just saying people in general are not helped by donuts. Donuts are not people's friends.
But they're delicious.
They're cops' friends.
They're what friends?
They're delicious.
They're delicious friends. Hey, loser. What's up?
Oh, I thought you were just saying that. I was like...
No, I'm channeling the brother. Oh, my God. It's called acting. No.
So, do you know anybody with powers?
I don't know. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Well, a lot of people with powers. Like, anybody could have powers.
Okay, but like,
I mean, do I like know that somebody has powers and I know them and I know that they have powers?
Why would I ask if you know if you don't know if they have powers?
I mean, there's people who have powers and they don't do anything with them. Like I know a dude who can fly, but like he doesn't do superhero stuff. He's just like a bike courier. I mean, he's not a bike courier; he's a courier. He like flies around because he doesn't want to fight. He just flies.
But what
like I don't know. Does he count as having? He's got powers. He's not like a superhero.
What if it was like painful to not use them?
When you got like thorns growing out of your butt or something?
No, like more of like painful on the inside.
Thorns growing out of your spleen?
Oh my God. Like mentally painful.
I don't know. What are you asking? Like what if what? Like
I don't know. What are your thoughts? Like, do you hate people with powers? Like, what are your thoughts on?
I mean, I don't know. Mom does.
Yeah.
She doesn't, I don't even know if she really hates people with power. She does, kind of. But she gets really mad about people with masks. It's just the masks thing is her. But, there's reasons.
Do you know where it comes from? I mean, I think it comes from...
He's kind of like, he's doing that. He's like, I think you got to pierce the mask if you want to get to the core of this thing.
Okay.
Which is like mundane wah.
Get ready to fail.
I'm excited.
Oh, she's
4,
all,
5.
oh,
So I got a 4.
Oh.
So, but that's just me asking, like, do you know, like, why does, because when I was a kid, because I was so little, I only got, like, a really vague explanation about where my dad went and stuff.
Is Daddy coming back from the story?
So what is the story that we know about Dad? Dad saved somebody and a superhero attack, like, took him out, like, there was a superhero fight going on and he decided to save somebody and...
We don't know who the little girl is. My first thought when I met Agatha was that maybe it could have been Agatha's, like, granddaughter or something. But I was like, I don't know, maybe. But my explanation that I got was pretty much a fight broke out and my dad according to my mom, decided to be an idiot and had jumped in the fight and then got hit and died from someone's powers.
Yeah.
Got hit and died. Immediately.
Like, actually, like, pretty much instantly died.
Oh, God.
What, okay, hang on a second. I need...
Nobody knows if it was, like, on purpose or it was on accident. Like, if the villain purposely did it because he wasn't in the safe zone anymore, or, like, he accidentally just got hit.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And sorry, I needed... Oh, that's not what I want.
And I wasn't there. I was at a daycare, but my older brother that's in college, and then the brother that I'm talking with now was
So
there.
you were gonna say I was on a date, and I was like, teach me!
Dude, I was, like, literally 5.
So?
So this is all kind of a flashback that you're kind of having while you're like at school, like a couple days later, like getting ready, like in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't want the cat. I want the character.
You would have dates when you're 5.
No.
Smooching with Billy underneath the slide.
Swapping cooties in the tunnel.
What were you doing at recess? Where were you? I was swapping cooties with Billy
in the tunnel.
in the tunnel.
You guys are terrible.
Swapping cooties with Billy.
We were
got
holding
it.
hands.
Holding hands? You guys love each other. Love is a strong word.
Yeah, I know, yeah, you're young for that. You don't get to know that, I don't think, right now. Like,
Well, does the conversation still carry on? Like,
no, I mean, no, that's just what he says initially. You can still push him and get him to do it.
Okay.
I know, in fact, I'm assuming you're going to push him to get him to do it because the 4 is going to, first of all, mark potential, but,
Make him uncomfortable.
hang on a sec. It was on mute. All right.
I'm really glad
Okay.
that nobody heard that.
You guys are ridiculous.
I'm like, well, yeah, but you're leaving soon, and
ASMR.
What do you mean I'm leaving soon?
ASMR
Well,
in the
like-
background of this conversation.
I just forgot what I
Have
was
them go
going to
turn
say.
that down, please. Quietly and politely ask them to turn it down.
I lost my train of thought.
Okay, so
What did I just say?
you're asking him, like, do you know why she's like that? And he's
Right.
like, yeah, but that's a little bit, like, I don't think you're...
Old enough to know. Okay. I'm like, but like, who's else is gonna tell me?
Nobody,
Well,
and that's probably good.
No, that's not fair. Like, I have to know sometime. That's like, you're gonna make me go through an identity crisis because I'm not gonna know who
Don't
I
be
came
dramatic.
from.
Eat the donut. And...
Well, you got the gross kind of a donut. So I think I deserve.
What is the gross kind of a donut for? Like, it's like coconut? I don't know.
Ew! Oh my god, I actually hate coconut though.
So I was just, I mean, I happen to love it. I just know a lot of people don't. So,
Like one with like coconut.
so yeah, he got you like
Ew.
ones with like white frosting and then coconut on it.
Ew!
What are you doing?
You don't like coconut? It's the worst.
I did drink like
You
coconut.
guys are my friends. You can just go.
When I went on a Disney cruise though, when we were in Jamaica, they actually had these like actual like real like coconuts, and it was actually really good.
Yeah.
That tasted good. I hate the artificial flavor of coconut.
Go get the thing.
Yeah, I know. I was curious. I was about to ask if I could go get those.
What
Keep
the-
going now.
They're in the cooler bag.
We also tried sugar.
You don't have to eat a thing, but what's that?
We also tried sugar cane, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you want to know this,
But
and I'm gonna feel terrible. Like, usually, I like it when I do something and like you're totally upset because it's dramatic. But this could actually kind of suck. So,
well,
if you
most things suck. So
now this sounds like an AMSR video. ASMR. I said it wrong. Don't do that.
ew, ah.
Ew, so bad.
Is it the taste or the consistency or what is
The
it?
taste. I just hate it. It's so weird.
You're so
Really?
weird.
This isn't
All right,
that
put it
bad.
back. Huh?
This isn't bad.
What is the coconut? This is actually just strips of coconut dried.
Most coconut I hate. That's not bad.
You're so weird.
I keep it in the fridge and just eat it. That's my candy. All right.
Like
I mean, if you think you can handle it, you can. I mean, I'll whatever. But listen, I don't want you to freak out, and I don't want you to go crying to mom. You can't. In fact, you cannot tell mom that I told you.
I don't
You
really
absolutely
talk to mom anyways.
You have to promise. No, but this is weird and different, and you might, and you have to promise me that you're not going to tell mom that I told you.
Okay, I
Like
promise.
ever.
Promise. Ever, forever, and ever and ever.
Pinky swear.
Pinky swear. Come on, this is ridiculous. Just tell me. This is ridiculous.
So yeah, I know at least one person who was a superhero. Dad was.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And he didn't, I figured out, he didn't tell mom. This is what, now listen, she didn't tell me this. I figured this out. She didn't tell me this.
Truth tea.
But he was doing the thing. He was doing the deal, being a superhero, secret identity, the whole thing. And he didn't tell mom. And apparently, I guess, the fight he was in was a fight he was in. He was trying to rescue somebody while he was being all... So when they found him with the mask on and everything like that. But then the mask was off and they did the ID and brought her in. And she found out he'd been doing this without telling her. So yeah, the whole thing about masks lying to people and all this other kind of stuff, it's about Dad. It's totally about Dad. Because she didn't know.
What was his power?
I don't know. Maybe nothing. I don't know.
Well, at least now we know where you got it from.
He was like, I mean, his costume was lame. It was like all orange and red and stuff, but it was like,
Oh my god!
but it was like he had like a bike helmet kind of thing on his head, and it was like, I don't know. I couldn't find anything.
Your brother is the worst. Your brother just called your dead dad lame.
So, I'm going to have you take a powerful blow from this news smashing down on you because you rolled a 4. It's like the 4 from the thing. You got the information you wanted, but it's shocking and terrifying to you, or weird to you.
I knew that was a possibility.
Wait, but am I
going
gonna end up telling him though?
So, that, I don't know, maybe. So listen, you're rolling.
You should.
Take a powerful blow is roll and then add the conditions that you have. So how many you have 3 right now? Yeah. Yeah.
1. Oh, snake eyes.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, that's really good.
3, 4, 5. Sweet.
All right. That is freaking amazing. First
Yay,
of all,
I'm getting low rolls. I'm glad. I want to be the one to take bad rolls.
No, but this
Wait,
is,
do you guys know about
on take a powerful blow, low rolls are
Yeah,
good.
I know.
So
but like,
mark potential.
okay.
Wait, Dad, did you tell them about the girl who had like the really bad dice and only pulled them out for like when she
Yeah,
made
he
the
did,
bad
he
roll?
did.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
No, actually, that was your mom. The thing where she got mind controlled and like had to attack everybody in the group. She had this one pink D20 that she never rolled because she figured out it was terrible, and she pulled it out when she got mind controlled and rolled it. 13 attacks in a row. She missed 13 times.
You didn't tell me that was my mom.
I thought I may have.
Take a powerful blow.
It was your mom. She was. No.
Truth tea.
I mean, I doubt she'd even remember that, but anyway. All right, so you do not pick up another condition. We have right here.
Golf claps.
There's Ember's character sheet.
That's too loud.
Wait. Oh, I can't. Hang on. Really?
Ooh, Slay Queen.
Slay Queen.
All right.
She's cool.
All right. There we go. That's better. So I can do like the whole character sheet in here. Here. Bigger? Can I make it bigger?
Nice job, Ember.
Yeah.
Pulling it out with those non-conditions, even though you have 3.
I would have. The only thing I could have had to actually make it miss was Snake Eyes. If I got
Yeah.
anything
No.
else.
A two, I think would have.
No, because I have 3 conditions, and that would have been
5.
No, I got 5. 2.
If you'd gotten a 3 on your dice, that would have still been a 6, and that still would have been.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. But
you were very
I meant
close
like
to
a 2 at least on one of them.
Yeah, you were very close to.
At least you didn't take a condition.
Yep. All right.
You should have just had her take a condition, man.
When you take a powerful blow, roll conditions. On 10 plus, you choose one of these horrible things. On a 7 to 9, you choose one of these other horrible things. On a miss, you stand strong, mark potential as normal, and say how you weather the blow. How do you deal with this?
I have ideas if you don't, but go ahead.
And I'm still talking with him, right?
Yeah. This is just like...
Okay.
No, you just collapse on the ground.
Well, so I kind of just stop. And I'm like...
If you share anything with him, at this point in time, it's entirely under your own control. There's some results from bad rolls on Take a Powerful Blow where you could probably have sort of accidentally spilled the thing.
Spilled the beans.
Spilled the beans, revealed.
I'm going to tell him, but I have to think about how to do it creatively.
I'm proud of you.
Do it and you're cool. Do it and you're cool.
You guys are the worst.
And I'm like, there's a possibility his power was like firepower.
I mean, I don't know, maybe. Maybe he just thought he was super fast, so he's... I don't know. What difference does it make?
Because I have fire powers.
I love and appreciate you so much right now.
What are you doing?
How I did my hair.
Yeah, because I was curious. It's
Okay,
wet.
so...
Oh, yeah, it makes it easier.
So...
My hair is always wet, so it's fine. Do the twirl. Yeah, you got it. Pull it around. Yeah, that's right. Get it, girl.
I mean, yeah, I figured you probably had something going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, you were like...
You were
saying,
annoying about it.
No, what I was doing was giving you a hard time, and then you started to react in a way that made me think I might be actually onto something, and then that was... Well, so, what can you do? Light a match or something? Candles?
No, and then, I make
coffee?
a fire, ball in my hand. And then I'm no, this is what I can do. Just please don't tell Mom. Don't tell Mom.
No, God, no. I mean, that would be...
I don't wish death upon my sister.
No, I don't really care what happens to you, but it would be annoying to be in the house with her the way she's... You know what he's doing. He's doing, he goes, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about the drama I'd have to deal with. Are you kidding? No, God, no. But, you can't... Are you, superheroing? Are you, running around, saving the city or stuff?
Kind of.
Maybe.
I mean...
I wasn't planning on it, but for, what...
She's not going to be super jazzed about that.
I know. We were talking about, it hurts internally in a way when I don't use it, so I was just going to, use it
that
for
was you?
other reasons. And then... I met some people who were really nice to me, and, they're technically my first friends ever. One of them's an alien, and one of them's blind. It's a long story. But,
I just took a blow from that, man.
They both got
One
me...
of them's an alien, and the other one is blind. Okay, cool, man. It's fine. And it's nothing I haven't heard before.
They got me into, I guess you can call it superheroing.
So, you're... What, You're patrol now?
No, more there's,
And he's not saying you're doing patrols now. He means, are you patrol? Who's patrol is
You have a picture
the stick up
of
his
him,
butt
don't you?
paladin of superheroes.
Yeah.
You guys have seen the patrol picture, yeah? You know what I'm talking about?
You should put it up for the
Through the door.
fans.
the fans.
Yeah, we have any friends whatsoever. Come on, Zoe. Out you go. Go back into your cage.
I gotta, okay, so you're kind of learning, do they have superhero classes at nerd superhero school that you're going to,
Yeah.
How's that going?
Horrible.
Really?
Yeah, the one teacher that actually does, superpowers hates me. Thinks I'm, an idiot or something.
Who's that? Is it, do you get taught by other superheroes?
No, he's he used to be a villain, and then...
What?
Apparently you can, if you were a villain and you, went to jail or something, you can, take, get off sooner by teaching at the school, which I think is a very bad idea because it's children and stuff. And
stuff.
But, he, I mean, he's not nice to anyone, but he humiliates me at every single moment.
Who is it?
His name is Surge. He's like a...
Dude, Sergeant Surge is your superhero powers teacher?
Yeah.
That is amazing.
No, it's not. It's horrible.
He's cool. Like
No, he's not.
Dude, he's like one of the only people who actually kicked the crap out of Patrol like on his first year as a superhero. Like,
Yeah, well, he kicks the crap out of me emotionally every single day.
oh, yeah, but emotionally, like, what is that? I mean, come on.
No, you have no idea.
Suck it up,
like,
Buttercup. Come on.
Burn it. Burn him. Burn him. Burn him now.
You don't get to maim your brother because he tells you to suck it up, Buttercup.
Is that on mute?
No, of course
Okay.
not.
Sorry, it looks like it's on mute.
It's a Patrol. Even kind of looks like Surge a little bit. Jeez, I wonder why.
Light a little fire on his shorts.
What? Light his shorts on fire?
What? I didn't say anything.
You're lying.
I create lies.
Okay. So.
Do it and you're cool.
No.
Do it.
No, I mean, whatever. I'm sure he's a very bad person. Thing. Is he even a person? Is he like a dude in the suit or is he like actually like a robot?
No.
I don't want
You
it.
should ask him if he's actually like a real person on the
No,
inside.
I'm not going to ask
he'd love
him.
that.
No, he's not.
Do you
no.
actually have a soul or what?
Are you a real person on the inside? So you say it exactly like that.
No, I don't even talk to him like at...
Ask him to go downstairs or something.
I have.
Are you looking up weird stuff?
I'm looking at my parents.
Oh, interesting. Is that your dad?
Are they creepy looking too?
Yes.
Yes.
On my home planet, we're very majestic.
They're right, your skin is like silver.
Yeah.
And you're flowy and weird.
I'm trying. So I argue back.
All right.
We reconvene.
And now the dogs are barking. It's great. So like nobody knows about this thing.
What do you mean, nobody?
Or it's like our big super thing.
I mean, like, my friends know, and I mean, like, it's nobody says anything, but, like, it's kind of obvious. The girl with flaming red hair has fire powers, and then she, like, walks out of the classroom without her mask.
It is a
with
little
flaming
cliche.
red hair.
Wait,
like,
Dad didn't have red hair.
Well, like, I dyed my hair, like, somewhat. I mean, it was kind of always like this.
See,
you
that's
just don't pay attention, like,
Sure.
and neither does Mom, so...
Yeah, your hair was already kind of red, right?
I mean, it wasn't not red, but, like...
We're having such a long, drawn-out conversation.
But I thought I just might, like, finish the costume, you know?
I figured your hair was just kind of turning. Like, Mom's is already red. Like, I just figured it was, like, getting redder like hers.
Well, I mean, yeah, but she also doesn't have, like, the blonde tip. Like, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Can we just, like, go home? Go
No,
home after that?
I've got a date and stuff, but you're not
A date? Hold on, wait, how long?
Like, how long is the date gonna go?
No, like, how long have you known this person?
Like, what? Oh, no, I'm not dishing, okay? I'm not your girlfriend, and no. Nothing about this is I'm not your, like, cuddle buddy, pillow talk person telling you about who I'm dating. It's not happening.
Well, you brought it up, and now you're gonna tell me.
I brought it up in the sense of, no, I'm not going to do the lame thing you want me to do because I'm going to do the cool thing that I want to do thing is what is happening.
Okay,
so
I'll
you
just
want to do
stalk
this
you the next time you're going on your date. I have homework. I need to go.
Okay, you should go do homework, stalker.
You should stalk her. This
How
is
much
you
older
as
is
a
how much older is he
teenager.
than you? He's like a senior.
He's a
or something?
senior.
He's a senior, so he's going to be done at the end of this year. I see.
That makes me sad.
And then,
Oh, trust me, he'll be horrible throughout the entire year. Awesomely horrible. You know.
There's those two things don't go in the same sentence.
Sure they do. All right, you have. I gotta get over to Silhouette here because he hasn't actually done her little thing about what's been going on. Hey, so all this stuff has happened.
Yeah.
You were attacked, and this guy,
Yeah.
and
Jack.
you spilled the secret of Jack Toast. That's actually what I ended up calling the episode, was The Secret of Jack Toast.
Why gym class with Jack Toast? It's not such a secret anymore.
So you now have this name to go with the weird stuff that was happening at the school. What do you do with that with regards to talking to Vigil?
So, like, I have a nickname because of all this stuff?
No. I'm saying you
confused.
have a name now. You know that
You
this
know
dude's name
who.
was Alias.
Yeah. I go to her when the next time I see her. And it's
The
like,
other thing that I meant to mention on the whole reading the files thing is that he's not in. Well, anyway, we'll get to that.
Yeah. Like, I ask her about him and, like, hey, do you know, or did you fight, or, like, did Oversight fight somebody named Alias at some point? Like, do you know who this is? Because, I don't. Probably don't say it like that, because then it sounds like I don't know what I'm doing and I didn't look hard enough, so I just say it like that, but...
So you've got, let me look at your move. You've got that fireside chat thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's necessarily what you want. When you seek advice from your mentor, I guess it is kind of advice from your mentor.
Who is this person?
though.
She would be a lot
So-
brighter. This picture.
Are you looking for advice from her? Is fireside chat appropriate, or are you looking for something else like Pierce the Mask?
I don't know if it's appropriate. I just want to know more about this person. This person, like, why he would have a grudge against my group when, like, we haven't really even done anything. We did, like, 2 things. We fought Rampage, and then we fought Voltaic, and that's about it.
Okay. If you do fireside chat, she'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
If you want info, you're going to have to pierce the mask.
Alright, I'm gonna pierce the mask then. When you pierce someone's mask, to see the person beneath. Roll Monday. Oh, this is not good.
Wah, wah.
See, actually, my mundane isn't that bad.
This is why they're gathering. They have more potential picked up than you, Palacine, is because you're rolling the stats that you're really good at, and you're nailing it, and they're rolling stats that they're freaking horrible at, and they're sucking.
I got a 6.
Wait, did you add your +1?
Yeah.
Oof.
And I don't know that there's any way to really get help unless you want somebody along with you for this.
No.
You could have.
I'll come along with you.
I really don't need your help.
But I'm such a helpful person.
Not a mundane.
You could.
What I know is you'll be like -3 to my roll.
You could theoretically have brought somebody along, or you could. I don't know.
What's Palacine doing?
I feel like I would
you
have
had
gone and talked to her about it in private.
Decorating the secret.
Decorate.
That's what I do all night because I'm just at school, so I just decorate the great base. Once I finish
How
my
much
homework.
decorating
You
can you do?
realize that doesn't do anything for me. I can't see it.
For me.
And
It's
she'll
for
add
me.
braille on the wall.
Okay. If you're gonna sit with the 6, that's if you're gonna sit with the 6, there's probably ways you could sort of phone a friend for help if you really want to.
I don't need to, and I'm curious. So
Okay. So a couple things about that kind of work for me because you're rolling. Pierce the Mask is a mundane roll.
yeah,
Mundane is the label that she rejects.
yeah.
So you start up on this whole kind of. You do kind of have it sort of like you're just kind of like, what's going on with this? Like, did they ever?
Is this person?
And you're trying to like sort of wheedle an answer out of them, and her reaction is very harsh. She's actually like sort of.
If she's on the phone right now, I'm gonna die. Where's your what? I can help you find it.
Can you grab my phone off the counter? It's charging. Just pull it off the charger and bring it out here, please.
The kitchen counter?
Yeah. Please. Wait till you get back. What are you doing? Are you looking up parents?
Well, I found my parents.
You must send me all these images. You guys keep finding all these images saying
I don't see it.
Yeah,
It's-
I found my parents.
it's charging over on that end. One of the Jamie's moms was texting me, I think.
Should have said that. I wouldn't know.
I know. Thank you. Okay, so she's actually gonna like immediately start moving as soon as you start talking about this, and sort of what do I want to say? Start suiting up. Start suiting up.
Because there was one other picture that I found. So.
We're getting Rachel. That's right.
Yeah, I told her at about 1-ish.
Really?
Excuse me. Wait till I'm done, and then I will.
Sorry, I just gotta look and see what the various parental units are saying.
I'm sorry.
Show me.
No, it's just nothing.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Just another random person. I don't know what their power is.
Okay. Some YouTube notifications.
Some YouTube.
Honestly, if you can just have her ready to go at about 1:15, that would be all we need, period. We have to drive right by there on our way to the swim meet, so it's easy to pick her up.
You should tell her before earlier than 1:15 because they always run
Rachel.
late.
Rachel takes forever getting ready.
So she's gonna calculate a normal time to start getting ready at, but she's gonna be late. So be ready by 1.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
always late.
She's
Rachel,
like, it's okay, we'll leave for the mall. We're leaving right now. And 20 minutes later, it's like, yeah, I just need to put on my coat. 20 minutes later, yeah, now I'm ready to go. We go downstairs. It's like, sorry, we're having dinner now.
I know.
Okay.
It's like, and she was like,
We're good. We're good. That's not a thing. It's done. Oh, no, I
We
need
love
pictures.
Rachel. She won't listen to this, but we still love her.
yeah. But
She
she
keeps-
literally was like, because we went to a movie together. She was like, we're
Like
gonna
that
pick
one.
you up at.
Cool. Is that you?
We'll
That
pick
was
you up.
me.
Oh, that was you.
I don't know whose superpower that is, or superhero who that is.
Just go
It's
figures.
just a random person to
Love
populate
it.
our school.
All right. So,
The
you.
population.
So, yeah. So, okay, if you got something you need to find out, you need to just ask me instead of dancing around this thing and trying to get all touchy-feely and find out what my feelings are or whatever. Alias isn't listed. If you actually ever looked at the official files that were out there instead of going through my personal stuff, you would see that Alias is not listed as a villain. He is not an enemy of oversight. He is not on the watch list, and he cannot be attacked for that reason. He's not a criminal officially. He hasn't done anything criminal officially, and anybody on oversight will tell you to leave him alone if they even acknowledge that he actually exists. So,
How am I supposed to leave him alone if he's coming after me?
yeah, you got to prove that that's actually happening first, because no one will believe you.
How am I supposed to prove that? I can't see him.
Yeah, that's a good trick. You should probably figure that out. When you figure that out,
I'll prove it for you. You're not here.
in the meantime, less touchy-feely, more actually using your head.
I'm not touchy-feely. I'm just trying to figure out who this person is because he just attacked my school. More specifically, my friends.
Prove it, or it doesn't matter. Pics, or it didn't happen.
She broke herself from him. Remember her arm?
And right about then, she basically sort of drops out through the little escape hatch. See there, so she's got the whole floor of a building, but it's the base. It's kind of the sub basement floor. So if you look at the windows of her apartment, it's kind of looking up to the street level. So there's a lot of light, but it's at the bottom of the building. So she's got exits out into the tunnels underneath the building and access tunnels and maybe the subway and stuff like that. And she kind of drops out that way. But her last little parting shot is her attempting to shift labels. Superior up, mundane down. More brain, less touchy-feely crap.
We just can't get our mundane up.
You gonna resist?
Yeah, I really don't need my mundane at a 0, thank you.
Okay, so...
There's really nothing I can do to immediately prove her wrong, even if I do make the roll.
Okay, hang on. Well, no, you can do lots of stuff to prove it wrong. Hey, incidentally, there's a thing... Oh, I'll get you back here.
Well, I can get a boyfriend. Be like, haha, look at this touchy feely stuff.
Scary.
All right, when you reject someone's influence...
What am I rolling? If it says to roll mundane.
No, when you reject someone's influence, roll.
Oh, it's one of those.
On a hit, you successfully hold yourself within the amount on a template. Choose 2, 7, 9, choose 1. So it's just a roll.
Snake Eyes? What was it?
It's a 3. Oof. On a miss, their words hit you hard. Mark a condition, the GM will adjust your labels.
Good rolls.
Hey, guess what? You got potential again. Are you up? You're up 2 just from talking to her, right?
Well, that's towards
two.
me.
I'm up 2 from talking to my brother.
Pixar didn't happen. Yeah, Pixar didn't happen. Guess what? Can't take pictures. Can't see anything.
So that's 2 potential. 2.
2?
You blew the.
Oh, the original roll too.
Yeah, and you blew the reject.
Hey guys, I'm ready to level up again. Well, not right now. I just need one more.
What condition did you take? What do you think this affect? Angry? Guilty?
Angry. Definitely angry. I'm
All right.
angry.
Shift your superior up, your mundane down.
Yeah. I'm at a +3 on superior.
Can someone help me get rid of all my
So your job
conditions.
is to be touchy-feely.
Too loud.
Especially me right now because I have 3 conditions. And
What are your conditions?
I have afraid, guilty, and insecure.
Wow. You're...
But I have a feeling I'm going to get angry back pretty easily because I just feel like my character's really irritable right now.
So I'm always angry.
So take a look at these. These are cards that talk about your conditions. And there's a thing you can do at the bottom that just gets rid of it. They're not necessarily good choices, but they're things you can do. No, they're not.
I don't feel like having good choices anyways.
I never make good choices. Can I have angry, please?
Oh my god. Oh wow. You're right. That's not a good choice.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I can do the insecure one.
You want to break something important in the apartment? Get rid of
Hurt
it.
someone or break something important.
There's some
What
way.
do you mean by make a sacrifice to absolve your guilt?
It doesn't have to be anything having to do with what you're guilty about, but just, throw yourself in front of something to save somebody or give something away that you're, anything you sacrifice. Give something away that you feel strongly about just to,
Okay.
you feel bad about something, so you just decide you're going to, give
I
some of your...
don't want to break something important or hurt somebody. I just want to stay angry.
No, you don't have to. I'm not saying you have to get rid of
I know.
it to get rid of it. I'm just saying the options are there.
I just want to be
Okay.
angry.
One of the players in my other game was famous for getting rid of insecure by doing stuff without checking with the rest of the team. Like
Yeah, I can do that. I
She
totally
just run
think
up
I'm
and do
going
stuff.
to do that because I'm feeling irrational and really irritable today. So.
You do stuff without checking into the team all the time, so go
What?
ahead.
No, she doesn't.
It's alright.
Anyway,
Okay.
So I
all right.
just
So
ruined my relationship with Jack. It's okay.
she kind of snapped. She kind of snapped on you hard. She asked about the thing, and then you go like, "What is the first class that you have that isn't? Excuse me, that isn't with the other two?
Science.
That's the first period.
Yeah, and they have math together.
Yeah, we have brick.
Oh, you have math together.
And the whole class, she's just always like,
Can I say it's hilarious that you have the little heart thing with P plus B on your...
I saw that yesterday and I loved
The
it.
character sheet was so good. P plus B.
You etch it into the desk.
So, what is the science teacher lecturing about today that is annoying and lame?
Annoying.
Normally there's a classroom, but, excuse me, normally there's a classroom, just lecture kind of room. Excuse me, when there's a couple of labs in the school, chemistry lab, physics lab, that kind of thing. And when you're actually going to do lab work, then the class is actually held in those other rooms, and those rooms are shared between multiple, like the freshman, the sophomore. Everybody uses those rooms, just they kind of figure out a schedule for it. You guys are in one of the labs today, and you have and this is early on. This is like the first time you've been in this lab, so there's like an assignment sheet for like where you're supposed to sit, and then whoever you're sitting at that one table, it's like a 2-person table kind of thing, and then that's your lab partner for that section or whatever.
We had a fun time with lab partners in the other game.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so the teacher's lecturing about whatever it is that you guys are going to be doing today. Something.
I don't know. What was your idea, Kat?
I think it's a bad idea now that I think about it. But I remember Mr. Schwartz giving us a lecture about how, ghost science... Go.
Okay, because I didn't tell you about this yet. So, I was creating a theory on epigenetics.
Yes!
About how superheroes... If there was an actual superhero gene, if it could... actually happen. And from what I've researched, it's a fairly new study, so it's hard to get all the information. I think, like, technically it's actually, like, possible. I mean, because it is a make-believe world, you do kind of have to twist it a little bit, like, on how rare it can be and stuff. So, yeah. Like, that maybe we're, like,
He's lecturing you on epigenetics.
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah, I told him.
I already know this stuff. I was already researching it.
I know this stuff because I was curious about how I got my powers because I don't want them. Stop. I did tell him a little bit about it. I was like, yeah, she has such a great idea for how the powers are.
Yeah, I like it, actually. It's pretty cool. It doesn't explain alien freakazoid over here.
Well, she's an alien.
There can actually be alien, like... So basically, epigenetics, like the small...
We said in our world,
I know.
other worlds.
No, I
She's
got
just
it.
an
She
alien.
gave me
She's just
the
freaky.
rundown.
Okay.
So,
You're just...
I lost the picture of me.
Oh, yeah.
It's alright, it's on the website.
you want what?
I lost it.
The silver picture?
Yeah. It's not on my phone anymore. I don't know where it went.
I don't know
I
where.
don't know why I would have deleted it. I never delete pictures.
That's really sad. Stop trying to be cool. You're not.
Hey, guys.
You're right there.
Hey guys, I'm emo.
I'm emo today.
That one, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Emo.
I'll get it over to you.
Not emo.
Or, hey, guys. I'm super emo. I'm the most emo... Darn it. I'm the most emo... I'm the most emo person you could ever imagine.
You just look insane.
So,
Like the girl from The Rain.
have you guys ever seen The Addams Family?
No.
Shh, okay.
Sorry, we played this song in band before.
Okay. So, The Addams Family, one of the people in the show is called Cousin It. They don't really say anything, but they're basically just a head of hair. And then they put glasses on. So you can, like, what you do is you flip your hair over like that and then put glasses, like, in the glasses position. It holds the hair in the right position and you just kind of look around like, what? What's everyone looking at? What? Oh, I got something on my face?
You're in class and you're just like...
A friend of mine in high school used to do that all the time. Anyway, all right. So...
And then you sleep.
So yeah, it's been a couple days. Basically,
Eyes drawn.
Vigil has just sort of been unavailable for the last couple days since that conversation.
Yeah, what's new?
I'll go yell at her and tell her to be a mom, not just a mentor.
I would slap her
She's like
into that.
24.
I would legitimately
She's not
break
even like 8
your
years
arm.
older than she is.
I would break your arm.
9 years. She's like 9 years older than you.
You know I can dislocate your shoulder, right?
Okay. Yeah, but it'll hurt to touch.
And you've been talking with the AEGIS folks, and then you've been dealing with a little bit of stress, kind of like because now somebody knows, and
I'm worried he's gonna slip because
yeah, but he's actually
doesn't
sort
give
of
a
dropped the whole like giving you a hard time about being at superhero nerd school. He sort of stopped doing that now because he sort of knows that,
yeah.
and he truly doesn't want to have to deal with the drama that would result from your mom finding out what's really going on there because it would annoy him. It's really all about him.
It would just be like super annoying.
All right, so you're the teacher's lecturing about stuff like this, and your lab partner kind of leans over and is like, "So are you getting any of this, like, at all, or whatever?"
I already learned about this.
You did?
I did my own research.
You did your own research on...
Epigenetics.
He was about to say it very, very differently. Epo whatever? Really?
Epikinetic.
EpiPen? Really? Like, why?
Because I was curious about stuff.
Cool. You mean like...
so high school.
Dude, were you researching, like, how you got your powers?
Maybe.
That's awesome. Do you think it's like the real deal? Do you think that's like what it is? He's talking like this. So I'll get a picture of him up here in a second. I just gotta get to the right place.
Actually I do. It's hard to tell though, because it's really new study.
Dude, you sound like a scientist when you talk like that. That's pretty awesome.
Thanks. You sound like a high schooler when you talk like that.
Well, I am a high schooler, so that kind of works out.
You're being so high school right now, and it's so funny.
You guys are-
Look, she kept nudging me. So just like, cause
There we go.
he is.
So he's kind of a tall, lanky guy. Floppy, kind of... Reasonably floppy hair.
The power of Christ compels whatever's going on over there.
Okay, just stop. So when's your free period?
Free period?
6.
That's
yeah.
cool. That's my free period too. You want to get out of here?
Sure.
Go do something?
Wait, are they skipping? You're skipping with a boy?
No, they're gonna go during 6th period.
You're skipping with a boy?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think how you look to the door of the house.
Who
Like-
are you?
Like someone's just going to show up and be...
Get out.
Well, I'm stressed up, so not stressed up.
Stressed
out, so I'm just like honestly gonna do.
Oh, I
whatever.
feel like I
that's
would
super
notice.
good. I like that.
Oh, I feel like
I
I
like
would
that.
notice too. Like,
Well, you're not... Again, this is
We-
why I picked the class you guys aren't in.
yeah, I know, but like I can do the thing.
Yeah, but you can't do the thing when they're
I
not
can't do
there.
I can do the thing.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's go. We can just... Yeah.
Did you guys just?
We get out earlier. You want to get out earlier?
I'm gonna hate you.
What's your next class?
Next class, gym, but
Oh, dude, I hate search. Let's go.
Oh my god! This is my strangle.
yeah, sure.
Do it.
I hate him. He's a jerk. He hates me.
Yes.
Ember.
My friends will notice, but whatever.
They'll cover for you, right? Just text them and tell them you're sick or something.
No, I'm not gonna let him know.
Tell them you have a bad headache.
If I let him know, they're gonna try and talk me out of it.
Don't
and
headlock your fellow player.
then, and then
It's
they're
bad.
gonna like not let me out of their sight. So honestly, just like
Just tell them.
Let me out of my sight. I can't see you in the first place.
Just tell them you're with like an awesome. It's like an awesome superhero team up. And you tell them you're studying epigenetics.
When I find out about this,
When?
I will kill you.
if
It's never if. It's when.
Okay, so science wraps up. There isn't really much. He had you in the lab, but he ended up lecturing the whole time anyway, so they didn't actually do any like lab work stuff.
Yeah.
Although lab assignments have been made now, so yeah, he's going to be doing some lab assignments with this guy. His name is, what is his name? Oh my god!
You
Dog,
haven't
shut
shown us
up.
the picture yet.
yeah, we don't know who he is.
Because we'll all come up with a name for him. Trust me.
No, I've got one.
Chactos? More like
Whoever this person, mystery toast.
mystery toast.
Ooh.
With cranberries on
You're
top.
gonna love this one, I think.
No, I really. Yeah. He's the delinquent.
Yes, that's the picture I found. I knew it. I knew that's who you were doing. Yes.
Wait, does he have water powers?
Yeah.
Oh, such a
like
cute
water
couple.
mimicry and stuff.
You guys are the best.
Such a cute couple.
Screw me strangling you. Strangle more like ship. Your ship name is Steam.
Wait, what's his
Nice.
actual name though?
Hamburger.
I don't know how to pronounce his name.
We'll say Emil.
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 Yeah.
And I'll switch the name around. It's gonna be something else.
Okay.
It's gonna be.
K-I-S.
Okay.
We're not in high school. We're in elementary school. Let's be real about
We're in
this.
third grade.
I need a good. Emil is Dominican, so I need a Dominican I need a Dominican surname. Dominican.
Surnames. While you do that, I'm going to unload my bladder.
Thanks for that, Angela.
Dude, that's on tape. You just recorded that.
Beep. 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 Sounds like a dump truck. Emil.
Oh, I didn't realize in this picture he's holding a rose in his mouth.
Yeah, it's a little over the top. But
Oh, so cute. It's a rose for little Ember.
But I thought
Okay,
of like
so,
an awkward dude with fire. Oh,
Perez,
not fire,
Martinez, Garcia, Reyes. Reyes is pretty cool.
what? Yeah.
Most common. Wait, I don't want Costa Rican. It's not Costa Rican. Cuban, Dominican. Rodriguez, Perez, Martinez, Garcia, Reyes, Sanchez, Diaz, Pena, Emil, Jimenez.
Wow, I'm such a job.
Ramirez.
Does this count me skipping class without talking to them? Because I'm not going to text them. Does this count as taking foolhardy action without talking to your team?
Sure.
Sweet.
Yeah,
so,
because you're gonna get in trouble.
so I can get
Well, Serge has been like kind of noticing you more because you sort of really stepped up on that one thing, and then you ditch.
Yeah.
Marcus?
The good part of me is like, Jamie, don't do this. Why are you doing this? But the other part of me is like, Jamie, it's just a game. Calm down.
Not Jamie.
Emil, we're going to say Reyes.
So
like
can
that
I
one.
take off Insecure?
Yes, you can take off Insecure because you're doing this crazy thing.
What are your conditions? Oh, nothing.
Afraid.
Oh, you're afraid. This is the afraid card. That's how we can get rid of fears.
But yeah.
Run from something different.
Mm-hmm.
Not running.
Which,
from something.
I mean, you can get rid of it with comfort and support too. That's not a problem. It's just kind of a thing.
Well, yeah, I know.
I'll comfort and support you.
They can't take off all. They only get one condition off, right? With comfort and support.
Well, it depends. Yeah. But comfort and support still get rid of it. There's also some moves that will, or just results at the end of it. Like at the end of the game, at the end of the session, you can say like, if I go closer to the team, you can take potential, or you can get rid of a condition. So there's lots of ways to get rid of it. Mm-hmm. This is the more
crazy.
I'm gonna say kind of self-destructive way of doing it because it's like make bad choices.
What? They're a cute couple.
Sit down.
We're not a couple. Like literally, we've been talking for an hour.
Okay, you're gonna do this and then deny the fact that you're a couple now? Don't even try
We've been talking for an hour so far. Like just during one class period.
An hour is all you need.
So cute.
All right, we're gonna go.
Obviously, I'm better at this than you are.
Oh.
You realize as soon as you walk into the lunchroom, I'm gonna ruin this for you?
No, please.
I'm planning on it. I'm just thinking
let's
about what I'm
let's
gonna
make
do.
this relationship war because then like
Well, you don't even know yet, so my relationship is going great.
Yeah, you have a space penguin.
No, my
Space
relationship
boyfriend.
with
Space
Mr.
penguin
Britt.
boyfriend.
Mr. Britt.
Oh yeah,
And he likes
your
you
relationship is the best one.
And he likes you even more now because you have a space penguin.
Just show him your space
Just
penguin.
floats
It
by
just
your head,
floats
follows
by
you
my
everywhere.
shoulder. And when it gets tired of floating, it sits on my shoulder and
I haven't It just turns to
Too much. You're killing me. Please stop.
Imagine he walks by you while handing back quizzes or something. You pets your space penguin.
You would be like, oh my god, I'm
And
never
he's like,
watching my
oh my
space
God.
penguin again.
Oh my god.
Hang on. It's not gonna let me do it. Come on.
I'm already angry, so doing things to you doesn't
Really?
hurt someone.
Mr. Britt, you wanna
Hurt someone
You
or
could
break
either,
something.
but you
important.
could turn this into grow closer to the team, ending up. You could be like, why are you doing this? And then we could be like, because my family hates me. Oh.
hurt someone.
Hurt the space penguin.
I wouldn't.
I knew you were gonna do that.
I wouldn't dream of it. Love you, Palacine. One love. You're aiming in the wrong direction. Mr. Brick is over here.
In the middle of class, I go, and he looks.
He's like, what the hell is wrong with this student?
Oh, look at the
The time! Yes, it is 2:30!
So
Looking
loud.
at the wall, and I go, and he turns around. Hey, have you seen that cool poster of PEMDAS?
PEMDAS!
You just go like this and it's like, hey, nice to meet you. My name is Palacine.
The person next to you, you're like, nice to meet you!
God, so loud.
Sorry.
Guys. Oh my God.
Oh, there's a lot of emotions.
That's what I was
I
looking
can't get the
for.
image out of my head if you just do that. And then turning right to the person next to you and they're like, what is wrong with you? And you're like, nice to meet you.
Boy, that PEMDAS poster though.
No, the
P
kid
stands
next to you.
for parentheses. Parentheses.
The kid next to you saying like this, you're like,
High five, bro. You did so great on that problem. And he just looks at you like,
because he's just sitting there.
and Mr. Briggs just kind of looking at this direction like,
You're like,
hey, you did so great on that problem.
good job, buddy.
And then the little penguin walks over and gives him another high five. And then he's like, what just touched me? And then you're like, show them your true form. And then it goes back to the weird, scary thing. And they're like, oh my god!
Oh my god.
He goes by, pats your penguin, you're like, hey, look at what he can do! Isn't that cool? And then Mr. Burgers is like,
Want a treat?
Jeez.
just crumbs all over your paper.
Licks the paper to get all the crumbs. No, penguin!
Penguin!
Paper!
What's her name?
Lagaya.
Nagaya.
She's my little baby.
Your little demon baby.
What are you doing?
I'm building out a sheet for Emilio Reyes.
Emilio Reyes.
Hey, buddy. I need a treat. No, not my hand, not my hand.
Not my hand! Oh wait, I can make a new hand. Just another hand spreads out
he
your
just-
wrist. It's like,
No, it's like this, and then he just barks it up, and then he's just smiling. So it's like this.
he bites off your hand and then you morph back with it.
I'm the
She could morph
penguin.
back one, but then, like, as a human form, she would look complete. But then, if she turned back into her original form, she would be
No, I meant
missing,
like
like, a
he
hand.
eats it, spits it up, and then she like reconnects with it.
That's not how it
Look, it's slimy now.
No, because that's like regeneration. No, let's say like if you lost any of your body parts, but you needed to grow a second hand.
Yeah,
out
I
of,
can regrow it
you
in any form, but my original form won't have it.
Yeah, your original form will be missing something.
Oh, that's cool.
Like you'll be missing a finger or something.
My other forms won't. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he
that's
doesn't eat it. So he's all happy. Like, this is his real geek. He's all... Or she, sorry. She's all happy. Now I'm like, what
Hey.
do a treat?
You guys are crazy.
This would sound actually though really.
Eventually,
disgusting
I will
with the
get.
microphone.
Eventually, I will get Emil's page up here. But in the meantime, we have that. All right.
We have that.
For that. Look at that.
Steam. It's Steam.
What time is it?
Your ship name is Steam. Did you just bite your lip because I'm gonna die?
No, I picked the dead skin off my lips and then they hurt, so I do that to like.
Yeah, don't do that. It's terrible.
It's
I
too
do
late.
too.
I do
I
it
know.
as well.
It's
I
an
know
issue.
everyone does it. It's bad. It's bad. Okay. So, what are you guys doing when you ditch? What do you do? What do you think?
Just go to a
my
coffee
lip is
shop
bleeding.
or something. I
Coffee
don't
shop.
know. Just like,
He buys you...
but like,
He buys you a drink and he has Coke.
but like, I.
Okay, so you can't take you can't.
Oh, I'm bleeding.
The only official way off the island is
I could just
with
throw it in
the
vase.
ferries. By using, but listen, the only way official way off the island is using the ferry, and you'll be tracked because you're a student. And he's like, so you probably don't want to be seen leaving. So I got a way off, but
It's
like,
water. Isn't it?
yeah, it kind of is. You cool with that? I won't let you
Sure.
drown. I got you.
Fine.
I won't let you drown.
That's so cute.
Steve.
Downside is we gotta walk.
Steve.
Oh no.
I mean, it's okay. It'll be fine. You won't get wet. Your shoes will get a little wet, but that's about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Stick like the holy bridge and like Jesus.
So
walking
no, what
across
he's
the water.
doing is he gets out by the edge of the island, right by the water, and he kind of like gets up by the shore, and he's just doing this thing, and he's shoving the water back. Okay,
Part of the Red Seas like Moses.
okay. So you just stay like
Who's
within
that?
about 6 feet of me, but relatively close. Okay, and he kind of keeps doing this. And as you guys get further down in, like you're going down, right? For a while, it's just like you're in a.
And nobody notices
It's like
this.
it's like, well, you're not that close to the buildings, so the island's decent size, and there's empty space and stuff. So, but eventually, as the well, if you've seen how most of the island's artificial, so it's got a little bit of beach and it drops kind of pretty quick.
Look up the picture of what's her name from Avatar doing the bubble thing.
That's kind of what I'm thinking, but not really. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Anyway, so when the water gets to the point where it's up about 3 or 4 feet above your head, it starts to go over. And he just sort of continues the sort of movement thing. So he kind of keeps you guys in sort of like a lozenge like of air.
Yeah.
And just keeps passing it around and keeping this open space kind of pushed away. But you're having to walk.
I'm scared.
don't want to get touched by the water. Will you hold my hand?
He holds her hand.
His hands are busy, but he's doing all this stuff, and he's like, so the downside is you just kind of walk, and it gets to the edge of kind of where the beach would drop off, and it's like, so this part we got to kind of slide. All right, so just just stay close, grab my belt or something, or like you don't want to like fall through this probably because
Not fun.
All right. No, not like that.
Kickback ride!
I just got to keep moving. Woo! So he's like, he kind of does this thing, and you guys kind of slide down through the thing and keep walking. And you basically walk back to town, which is it's not far, it's like a half mile or whatever, but, it takes a little while. You're going to miss more than one, like...
Hit or miss.
Probably.
I guess I never miss, huh?
So, probably get back by lunch.
Yeah.
Got a boyfriend.
What's the period after search?
Math.
With Brick, but nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, they're going to miss you out of surgery, whatever. So, this look you're giving is just...
Oh, I'm so ready for when she comes back.
She's allowed to do,
You would do it if Jack asked you.
That's not the question.
You would do it.
You totally would do it, though. And you would do it if it was Mr. Brick. But that'd be weird.
That'd be
it
really weird.
would be really intensely weird if it were Mr.
But
Brick.
just imagine he's like your age and not your teacher. So,
That's what she does all the time.
Just imagine if he was your age and not your teacher. I do that. I'm doing that right now.
Wait,
Kelsey, come back. Come back.
We're not supposed to be doing that?
Okay, so...
I don't have to worry about it.
So yeah, he just basically keeps his bubble up, and you guys basically walk back onto the beach up by kind of like where the boats and stuff come back onto the island, or back onto the city. Where are you guys at?
and then I steam dry my feet because they're wet and I hate it. And ew.
These are wet in the water.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool what you did with the here, we'll get you over to the...
With the what? Because she's done a lot of things.
That was pretty cool what you did with like the fire thing, getting all that black dust kind of out of the air and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to work. There was a big chance I was going to explode everyone.
That would have sucked. I'm not super good with fire, sort of in general.
Same with water, but...
No, I'm good with water. Oh, you're right. Right,
yeah.
I bet that was kind of creepy, sort of doing that thing. Oh, that's cool. Thanks.
Steve. I'm switching from being extremely angry at you for skipping and also chipping you at the same time. So, Steve.
She contains a lot of different impulses, I guess, or something.
I just think you're
So you guys kind of come
adorable.
up. You guys kind of come up like right about here. Look at the map. Kind of come up out of the water there, sort of. Or we can just bring you up on here. You just walk up on the dock. So kind of you come up with the ferries because there's like a play. He goes, right in here, they don't have it open when we come onto the ferry and stuff, but they've got like a ice cream shop. You want to just get some ice cream?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I wish I had this kind of relationship.
Oh, is ice cream bad for you?
No. Oh my god.
Well,
No.
it's like cold. I don't know. It's like
It's no.
that's not your weakness. That's not your like kryptonite thing or whatever. Like Rocky Road, mint chocolate.
Oh, you're flirting.
Mint chocolate renders you
No,
powerless.
he's flirting.
I'm that way. That's
Are you
like
responding?
no. I mean, you might have.
There is a right answer to that question.
There might be like food that makes you powerless. It's for me, it's cauliflower.
No, lima beans is my.
That's fair.
Lima beans are so disgusting.
We're bonding.
Coconut too. Oof.
Coconut? Oh, my grandma does a. No, he doesn't say grandma. What is? Oh God, what is?
My auntie.
No, abuela. My abuela does like a coconut sort of curry thing.
Oh, it's Mexican.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Dominican Republic. That's what you're about to.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Yeah, abuela.
I'm American race.
Abuela. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't like normally like just eat coconut just for eating coconut. That would be like, it's not like I go and buy like a bag of coconut at the store and just eat it.
Yeah.
That would be weird. Dude, I literally did. You can't make that face. I bought it. I'm not obviously not.
All right. Anyway.
Coconut people together.
Hey.
How you doing?
Every time you do that.
So good. Anyway,
Hey.
all right.
Hey. He does that while you guys are getting ice
So
cream.
this is your first year here?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Where were you at before? Were you like hiding out, secret powers, that kind of thing?
No. I thought I was normal, just at normal high school.
Oh yeah? Like what happened? What's your origin story?
Oof. That's a good question.
You're like exposed to a radioactive fire spider that was on fire?
Fire spider.
That's actually,
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. You just totally lied. You guys were just joking and making up like you're supposed to. I was bit
totally.
I was bit by like a
A
radioactive...
radioactive fireman.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was literally just about to say that. I was bitten by a radioactive fireman.
Fireman, yeah.
That'd be so weird, though.
Were you
He's just like
bitten by a radioactive seahorse or something?
No, like it's kind of. I mean, the water is pretty nice actually. When you live on an island, it's pretty useful. But the government's not great with us, so we were able to get away. My father got me away. My mom was still back there, and my abuela and everything, the rest of the family, and everything like that.
He's
We had
sharing.
to kind of sneak out. So
Share back. Share. Do it in a cool. Do it in a cool. Do it.
So, do you
And you have a boyfriend.
you just live with...
yeah, I live with my dad, and he got some work and stuff like that. We were able to get in though. Just there's an arrangement with the school and everything. I don't have. We have money back on the island, but my father doesn't really have much here, so he's got.
Does your dad know you have powers?
Oh yeah, that's why I'm here. They wanted to get me away from the government. The government found me very useful.
Why are you changing his accent all
Because
of a
he's
sudden?
Dominican. I want to try and get the accent right. What?
What?
He was just talking before. Now he's,
Useful. They use you?
Yeah, it's not a good word in that context. So, but that's boring.
Well,
That's boring and depressing talk. So we don't do
Single
that.
parent clan, right?
Oh, you're.
Yeah, my dad's dead, so...
Jesus!
I didn't know him, so I don't really care, like, miss him. But, like, I mean, obviously I care, but, like, I don't miss him, you know?
Oh my god!
Well,
Well, it happens. Like, if you never knew someone...
how old were? Actually, he'll ask. I won't ask, but he'll ask. Like, so how old were you? You were.
5.
You have to remember something when you're 5.
Well, I mean, yeah, a little bit, but...
What do you remember? I don't remember my grandfather very well, but I was 5 when he passed away. I remember things. He smoked cigars. Oh God, did he smoke cigars? He always smelled like it. Burning tires and rubber. Not a good smell, but it's a good smell to remember him. So I
My
remember
dad
that.
always told stories.
Like fairy tales, or he told stories about he made new things up, or
Just stories. He always had a good story.
what kind of ice cream do you order?
Lemon sorbet.
Wow, that was quick.
I just
really
had it last night, so...
Super good. God, what would he have?
Please tell me he has cotton candy.
No. No. He gets like a dark chocolate kind of a thing.
That makes sense.
Like a coffee flavored chocolate and coffee, like an espresso ice cream. Or
I
something
want
like
an ice cream. Yeah.
okay, so he
That's a date. That counts. You guys got food and talked for over an hour. It counts as a date. Steam is coming alive.
you guys are hilarious. All right. So
You guys.
this goes on for a bit. It goes and then a little bit about the dad. So does your mother know about
Oh, God, no.
That's exactly how I
She
responded.
hates superheroes.
superheroes, or just everybody with abilities, or
Everyone with abilities, but hates superheroes.
I will have to be extra charming then, I guess.
That has me dead.
He's kind of smooth for 15. You gotta Sorry, was I being too
Forward.
Latin? Some people say that I do that. We should probably get back.
He's a charmer.
I don't want you to get in too much trouble. I mean, some trouble. Some trouble is good. little bit of trouble, but I'm hoping that we get
Why
assigned
do
to
you
the,
get somebody that likes you?
I'm hoping that we get assigned to the same detention. That would be interesting to me. Maybe picking up trash, painting over graffiti, something like that. What was that?
Picking up trash, pick up us up.
Something, you know.
If we don't get the same detention, we should do it again. Do this again over the weekend.
Oh, it's a really good line. Wow. I want you to.
Mundane, roll my
No,
day,
please don't.
roll my day, roll my day, roll my day. You're being so quiet over there.
I mean, are you trying to get influence over him?
No,
No?
I'm just trying to like.
I like this idea. I think. Are you seriously like tracing your penguin, your space penguin?
Yeah, no, I'm not. Like, I'm just like.
I like the way you think. What is probably going to happen, though, I need to set this expectation so that we expect the worst, and then if the worst does not happen, we are happy. You know our detention is going to be surge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if that does not happen, high fives all around. If it does happen, we'll be very sad, and still high fives. Okay, and now we will get back. All right. Deep breaths. Joking, I'm just going to be a bubble.
You should be more scared of silhouette than you should be of Surge.
How mad can you really get?
Oh, she can get pretty mad.
It's the pain of jealousy, isn't
No,
it?
I have an idea of telling her, like, oh, I was just a dude. Gosh, like, you just need to man up and tell
Your
a chat.
heartbeat is going
like,
up.
basically.
Your heartbeat is going up. You're lying.
Okay, all right. First PvP conflict is over a boy. That's perfect.
Foot.
All right. So, meanwhile, gym class.
Sadly, we have no one to make fun of because Ember isn't here.
We will be doing it. No, so it was team competitions today.
Oh, he canceled it because you weren't here.
No, he didn't cancel it. You guys had to do it anyway, but you're still going against honor roll, even though there's only 2 of you.
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you weren't.
No,
So-
I'm not.
So,
Oh, it's gonna be that way.
so shush.
It's gonna be that way.
I need you guys to give me an
What if I was sick? You guys haven't seen me today.
It's true, you haven't. I mean, she might have just been out.
I'll know.
Have you been texting her?
Yes.
So, what I want to
And I
know,
have not responded.
I need you guys
No,
to,
you left me on red. I know that.
unread.
Just be like,
Yeah,
so
like I read it and then I didn't.
Yeah, I read
text
it
back.
and then
That's
didn't text back.
Leaving someone on red, which I hate so much, and I would never actually do that. This
Okay.
kind of hurts me.
So,
Oh, that's not the only thing that's going to hurt.
shush. Don't physically threaten violence.
I think you guys are cute.
Hurt someone.
Or you want to get rid of anger?
Stop.
I wouldn't.
She said that she was gonna hurt your penguin.
No, I told you to hurt her penguin, but I would never actually do that because the penguin's so special.
right.
She would, though.
Are a cute.
Let's see how the gym thing worked. You can help. Okay, you roll savior. It's one of the rescue the hostages things.
Wait, so is this going to be like a big fight like last time?
No.
That
We're
at least we're not
doing a
rolling
one roll. To
I was
set
gonna
up.
hope that you were doing superior for planning and stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing
Point
savior
now.
because you got superior. Pretty good.
8.
Do you want to help and get her to a 10?
It won't get her to a 10. It will get her to a 9. But that's kind of let's see.
Darn
how you
it,
do.
if I
Let's
was
see how
there,
you
I
do.
could help,
So
especially
you're
because I have a
rolling
plus
savior.
1 forward. Oh, wait, I had a plus 1 forward.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
had a
okay.
+1 forward, and then you wasted it.
11.
Oh my god!
No,
I got an 11.
No, what do you mean? I didn't
Straight
waste
up.
it.
11.
At least you're taking from her dice, not
I
mine.
didn't waste it.
this is-
Or I didn't waste it. I still have it.
Yeah, this is the thing that is awesome. Yeah, you haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
What I think is hilarious about this is that, like, It's like, oh, Palacine hasn't gotten many advances. Palacine doesn't need advances because she's rolling fucking boxcars all the time. Like, I don't need new stats. I don't need race stats. I don't need new abilities. I'm perfect all the time. I'm flawless.
Me and my space penguin just going on an adventure.
Okay.
We save hostages left and right.
Okay, so you had a bit of a mix thing. She was great. You guys are together.
Wow.
That's gonna be like for like the next 12 sessions. Like, she was great. You two sucked. Roll again.
So
It was great. You were okay. You
this is
failed.
Every time.
you have options on how things don't go perfectly for you.
On my tongue.
Okay?
All right.
You succeed at the thing. So there's options here. Okay? It can. Oh, I got to show you this thing that I did yesterday, by the way.
Thank you.
What's it like to be idolized?
I know who your favorite is.
God, yeah.
Oh yeah, she just took Rachel for Jamie. It was really funny.
She's like, wait,
You look a little different.
I thought you had your hair up last time.
Didn't you have your hair up last time I saw you? Oh, I know. You took off your sweater.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Because you had come up with her previously, and then she was sitting with Rachel later, and she thought I was very confused.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I'll show you this
I
thing
just
here.
had no idea what was going on.
So, there's this picture I have of Zoe from ages, like she was getting out of the car, and she just had this kind of, I don't even know how to explain it exactly, but she had like a, oh, she just had a look. She just had like a look, like, right? With the hair, you know, whatever. And I covered all the background, and I commissioned an artist to say, can you draw her as like a halfling adventurer?
I know, I wanted to do me.
Isn't that cool? You know what I think? Super cool. Anyway. Alright, so
I'm jealous.
you can
You want to go there?
here's options. Here's options.
I can help you.
You can
I've seen you try and help.
you can
Me helping getting that.
I'm just gonna wait till you're ready to listen.
I am listening.
Alright, so you're in an 8, so you're kind of a mixed success kind of thing. During the contest, you were specifically said, rescue the thing, get out of the obstacle course before collapsing. Limited collateral damage. You can go for collateral damage. That got what you wanted, but sort of broke Surge's rules, but you clear angry. So you sort of get in trouble with Surge, but you clear angry because you're taking out your frustrations on the environment that you were told not to break.
Well, that was awesome. I'm going to do that some more.
Or you did fine, but your team ends up losing against Honor Roll anyway because there were 3 people to score points, and he isn't rounding up or anything. He isn't like taking like averages or anything like
I
that.
think I'm
He's
just
saying
going to
like,
go with the collateral.
you got 8 points, you got 11 points, they got 8 points, 8 points, and 8 points, so obviously they beat you because you don't have another teammate. Or
Like actually.
Alright, I think I'm just going to go with the collateral damage thing because that makes sense to me.
were you clearing angry? Okay.
That doesn't mean my character still can't be angry with a certain someone. Clearing angry. Destroying the building. Let's do that.
No, like something. I don't know what was it supposed to be. Oh, you know what it was like. It was kind of like the spinning doors thing in Legend of Korra. Like and like it's this whole intricate thing.
Oh,
so you basically make it so nobody else can do the exercise for the rest of the day because you break some stuff and like the mechanisms stop working. You're supposed to avoid the thing, and you just broke the thing so you could walk out.
Oh, yeah.
But I bet you looked really badass walking out.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you know, like it's like, while I acknowledge the fact that you succeeded at the mission, and it would have been entirely realistic for you to have solved the problem in that way in the real world. This was not the real world. I had given you instructions not to break my precious little thing that I now have to fix. I am docking you 4 points. You get 8. You get 11. They have 24. You have 19. You lose. They win.
What? You told me that...
Oh, right. I'm not doing that part. Right.
I'm angry at a lot of people at this table.
So.
technically a solution to that problem in the real world, the easiest way is to just go through.
Yes, well done. You win. I am doing this with virtual air quotes. I will be doing virtual air quotes around the word win when I'm referring to you for this activity for the rest of the day. You just imagine them.
Cool. Still win.
Fine. All right, so clear angry.
I'm gonna be in so
Thanks,
much
Sergi
trouble.
Bergie.
You cleared off, you said you cleared off insecure, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Because you skipped class.
Okay, quit. Anyway, it's funny though.
Sure. Yeah. Just keep it going.
Don't do that. All right, I gotta make sure. Wait, insecure? I didn't have it checked. So you didn't have it on there.
Well, I had everything checked, and then I was able to take 2 off because of comfort and support.
What?
Yeah, because I missed on.
No,
the
I'm
burn.
kidding. I'm joking.
Okay.
I'm joking. Why won't silhouette come up? Oh, there it is. You. Oh, I didn't check it. All right, I can't keep up. I can't keep up. There's too many conditions. Too many things. So after Serge's thing, one thing that is kind of a comfort to you is Chad is complaining afterwards about how you won, because he was like, man, if I thought I could have gotten away with winning by just breaking the thing, I would have totally broken the thing. This thing was stupid annoying. I can't believe she broke it and got away with it. I should have done that. Lame. So you kind of feel bad. It's like,
If I was there, I'd be like, shut up, Chad.
shut up, Chad.
Chad, nobody likes
There's
you.
actually sort of a meme going around the school a little bit where people will be like annoyed with something and say, shut up, Chad. It's not, doesn't have anything to do with him. He's not actually around. It's just a thing that people say, like, shut up, Chad.
Nobody likes you.
I read about that. Where did I read about that? Somebody had come up with some sort of deal where people were, okay, have you ever seen the Thanks Obama meme?
Yeah.
Like where something, like, whatever. It's a guy on a kayak or something, and he's like, and there's like a picture of, you can see, it's like from above, he's like in this nice clear water, and you can see this massive freaking shark in the water underneath, like coming up behind kind of the kayak. And it just says, thanks, Obama. Or, you know, it's raining or whatever. Just blame him for everything. So there was a meme or an idea going around, I didn't see his Tumblr or something like that, where they were imagining that there was like a meme going around Hogwarts, where wherever anything went wrong, or like the teacher announced like a pop quiz or something like that, somebody would be like, thanks, Potter, or damn it, Potter. That's what it was. Because they were just blaming Harry for everything.
Yeah.
Until I got to the point like 3 years later where somebody actually heard Harry, something bad happened, and they heard Harry say, damn it, Potter. Like it had gotten so embedded into people's brains that even he was doing it, blaming himself for stuff. So yeah, there's a thing around the school that people do. It's like, it's kind of like, shut up, Chad. Mm-hmm. And he's like, but I'm not Chad. Like, you just say it to whoever.
That's right. You weren't Chad. You attacked the school. You weren't Chad.
Be up, Chad.
Shut thy up. Where was Chad? Was he just not in class that day?
Ooh, good question.
Maybe he ditched like me.
Ooh, I should talk to Chad.
Maybe he ditched with
he was
Riptide.
sick.
Where were you the day where you weren't?
He ditched with Riptide that day. They had ice cream. It's going to be this whole like love triangle thing. It'll be great. Chad, Riptide. What do you make now? No, yeah, come up with a ship name for that trio.
Chip Tide.
Chiptide. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Especially we should name the episode.
Chiptide.
We should name the episode that.
That
Chiptide.
is terrible.
What is wrong with you?
I don't think it's so much that she came up with it. I'm more impressed she came up with it so fast. Like she's been waiting for somebody. Somebody needs to really. I can't wait till somebody ships Riptide and Chad. That'll be so good. I'm ready. Chiptide.
I just imagine a wave of Doritos coming towards us.
Chiptide. All right.
They're just holding hands. It's just like.
Okay. So, gym class. What's after gym class?
For me, it's math.
We
For
have
them, it's
science.
science.
You guys have science. Ed math.
Oh, great! Another
Miss
class that
B.
we don't have with you, so we won't know if you're here or not.
Miss B.
Yep. That's true.
B.
And I'm not, right? I'm on my way back.
Yeah.
No, you can get back. He would have. He would have
okay.
timed it okay.
Okay.
You're only missing out on one class.
Sweet.
Maybe late. You might be coming in late to science, but it's
Oh, that's
or
gonna
it's
be
math
awkward.
rather. You may be coming in late to math, but
walking
Mr. Briggs pretty easygoing. He's pretty chill. As long as you're doing good in math. Are you doing good in math?
Yeah.
Are you?
Well, I mean, if I'm comparing it to the grade I have in actual math now, then yeah.
We're all mundane. I just want to know.
Where did my dice go? Oh,
They're hiding from your math score. You don't get XP for this one.
4,
I just want-
5, minus 1, which is just a 4.
Okay, Mr. Brick is not happy with you coming in late.
Okay, then.
Unless you were running home to get the assignment, to get the homework that you keep forgetting to turn in, you really
Sure, I
shouldn't
was
be.
doing
You
that,
really
yeah.
shouldn't be late for this class.
I was doing that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I believe you? Oh wait, it's because you don't actually have the homework that you're missing in your hand to hand to me.
I have it in my backpack.
Is your backpack here?
It's in my locker.
So you had your homework for me in your backpack that you didn't bring to my class. I tell you what, you can take extra time at the end of class to go get your backpack, bring it in, and we can have a little conversation.
Okay.
Palacine lied to you.
You just
I say Palacine likes you and then runs out the door. No, I'm not actually saying that. I'm not
Ruining more relationships. Yay!
my friend has a crush on you. Lunge out the door. Just leap out the window. Just right through the glass.
That's the second window I would have broken in a week. Because
I
remember,
clocked myself yesterday. I banged my head on the counter, like a cupboard door. It was open, and I stood up into it, and it's a really nasty bump. Actually.
no.
What are you doing? Stop.
No!
She
It
wrote
was
hi on
something,
my
it was
face.
small. Why would you do this to me?
Wait, what did she write?
She wrote hi, so I wrote hi on
When
her.
she wrote it really
Gigantic.
big.
All right. So science is epigenetics for you guys. Are you guys lab partners?
Of course
Yes.
we're lab partners.
I have a cooler lab partner than you guys.
I mean,
She would transform into somebody else that we don't know because the teacher knows
Is
that we're
she-
friends,
is
and
she-
then we'd sit down at that table.
well, and she's actually
her
really,
back.
really
But-
good. I mean, the
What
science.
if you do what I did and sit next to Jack?
Who said Jack was in my class?
We need to figure out Jack's schedule.
Right.
I'm writing it. I'm writing Riptides.
Wait, you're writing Riptides?
We have to know their schedule.
Oh yeah, I wonder what class is he in math
That's
with
what
me?
I was thinking.
Who? Jack?
Riptide. Ooh, if Jack was, I'd be like, Palacine likes you, just confess to me.
Jack to Jack?
No! I mean,
You're very confused at this point.
yeah, I meant to say silhouette. Okay, I'm just gonna go die.
How did Palacine come out instead of silhouette?
And she runs and hides under a pillow.
Palacine likes you! I mean,
No, I mean,
And she leaps out a third window.
that would have been the third window I broke that week. Because
You just have a note on your locker from the principal.
There's like, stop breaking windows!
It's like $300 due for
I
all
love the
windows.
idea though that whenever you like get to a place where it's like socially awkward, you just find a
Just jump
window.
out the window. Even if it's like a safe house, there's no windows. I run out of the safe house to jump out the window.
I leap out the window. We're in a park. What are you doing? I find a window. I leap into the building.
You find the nearest store, you go inside, and then you leap out.
You know, like those glass sliding doors? And like she would go in through the doors, wait for them to slide open, break the thing that senses it, and then just...
So there's actually the three below that I told you to watch. There's a woman in there named Miss Bird. And she's actually like sort of an alien passing off as a human kind of thing. But there's actually a bit in there where she tries to attack these guys, and they're on the other side of like a sliding glass door, like a patio door, and she keeps bumping into it and can't figure out what's there because she's a bird, right? They don't see the windows and they just keep bouncing. That was pretty funny. Anyway, all right. So team up with Palacine, or is Jack in science with you guys?
Honestly, just do what I did. Be like, oh, this is so lame. Hey, we should go get ice cream.
Oh, I want to be with Jack just because of the awkward situation. that
See,
goes
there's an
with it.
upside to being with Palacine because she's probably super, super good at science.
Oh, yeah.
But the downside is that occasionally she's the wrong kind of good at science, and like
No, you aren't supposed to make them...
she really doesn't show her work. She's like, I can just change the genetic structure of this thing and it will do what we want, you know? I don't want the sulfur to explode when you drop it in the water, so we'll make it so it can. I'll just put a coating on it and it won't. For 15 minutes or so. 15 minutes later, middle of a lecture.
We just accidentally leave it in the water.
So what do you think?
I think I'm with Jack.
Yes.
That doesn't mean I'm going to be stupid.
Okay, well, just don't be awkward because then, like, it's too late. But you don't have to be awkward. That's what's messing it up.
Does Jack have math first period?
No, I don't think that's.
Okay.
He has math at the end of he has math last
He's
period.
Math last period. So he probably has LA at the beginning. With Princess, with the princess.
Princess Arizona.
Does he have gym with us? I don't remember.
Yeah, he does. He has
Oh,
gym
yeah.
with, he has gym with you guys.
Like everybody important has gym with us.
Cookies.
Well,
So we
partly
have Honor
because
Pop
they
is
group
in gym with
they
us.
group the sophomore
Class.
they group the sophomores with powers into the two classes that you're going to see a lot of overlap in is going to be in that one and then the
Applied skills.
applied skills, which actually is only applied skills for the first semester. Second semester, it's superhero ethics.
Oh.
That gets taught by a different faculty. It's a guest faculty every semester. They bring in somebody from outside the campus to do it.
Vigil's done it 3
Riptides.
times.
No, Vigil never does it.
What's
Oh.
Riptides?
She gets offers every year. She never does it.
No, they get people like Patrol,
Yeah.
superhero ethics.
Boo.
It's like getting lectured by Captain America.
He
like,
walks in and we're all just like, boo.
It's like getting those Captain
about
America
history?
like health lectures from the first Spider-Man
What
movie.
do these don't have to do?
Okay, so Jack, right?
Guys, are you ready for
I don't
my
know if-
awkwardness?
So I
Let's
don't
go.
Grade 4.
He's just like this.
5 is applied skills.
Actually, when you sit down, he does this.
For both of them? Or- okay.
Yeah.
So all of us have applied skills together.
I don't like.
Us 3, Jack and Riptide, all are in applied skills.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Guys, you missed it. I fist bumped Jack.
So
Don't get too close to the friend zone. No, I'm serious. Don't. Yes. Yes, sir. What is your question?
this way, Jack's just like this while the guys. And it's funny is he does it, and the teacher's like writing stuff. His back's to the. I mean, he's like
What?
he's just waiting, but he's not waiting until the guy turns around. He's just like hands up. He's just like
I've actually forgotten my hand was raised before. It was sad.
because it was up for so long. But,
Yeah. And then she
They're
called
like-
on me. I'm like, wait, what? Never mind.
Jeez.
What
Because I forgot my question.
are you doing?
Okay, so
7
and if you
cubic
find to
miles.
drawing, he goes. So okay, wait. So you're saying genetics? Your DNA is reacting. You've got whatever, like a super genetic gene that responds to outside
Situations.
Most of the
threats
time.
and reacts to that by giving you superpowers. Okay, so what about Patrol? Patrol is just a dude with really good combat training and a power suit. Is he not a superhero? Does he have a super gene? Is the epigenetics, does that apply to him? Or let's say
I know the answer.
Not in our class.
let's say hypothetically, I'm just making stuff up here. Let's say hypothetically that you've got somebody who is a 5th generation sorcerer who's been trained and their entire family's been trained in magic and benign necromancy for over 100 years before superheroes even showed up on the planet. That was epigenetics? That person who's been doing this and their entire family's been doing it for 5 generations, that's their genetic training? Because I don't feel epigenetic.
Please.
Maybe you've got somebody who's just like got incredibly senses and they're just really, really good at combat and they're like practically psychic about everybody. They're epigenetic? And actually, you know,
Can you answer as the teacher, please?
No.
'Cause I know the answer to
and he's
this.
like, and you know, okay, why would it stop? Like, let's say that epigenetics is a thing, and let's say that my genes are going to respond to
The
outside
answer to
threats,
this too.
and I'm going to become a superhero, and somebody hit me with fire, so now I've got ice powers, and then next week somebody hits me with a shark tornado, and now I've got water power. Why don't I just I have water powers? And then the next week somebody hits me with a bus and I get stop sign powers. Why don't I keep getting powers? Why does it stop after the first one? Because it does stop. Everybody kind of has a thing, and then once they've got that, they're done. This is killing you, isn't it?
Yes, I know the answer to all of this.
Okay. He's just kind of. What are you doing? Because he has issues. He has beef. He has beef with this problem with this teacher.
This is torture.
So
It's just.
he's asking legitimate questions about it and stuff. They're not. It's just
Okay.
He goes,
And I'm just like,
Mr.
okay.
Monday, What are you doing?
So here's the thing about some things. Sometimes you just accept. You don't need to ask why or how. You just say, this is how it is. You don't. No. You just say, this is how it is. Like, just people get superpowers because of stuff happens to them. Cool, that's just how it works. Just, you don't always
to be
need
fair,
to
I
ask
personally like this
questions.
theory, the epigenetics idea for our background. I love it.
Sometimes you
Don't get me
just don't need to have. You just don't need to ask questions about it. You just need to be like, this is how it works, and get over it.
No, he's got beef because his fam. I mean, he kind of talked about his background here. His background is his family's been doing this for like 100 years.
So he just learned.
He taught his family.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
we
got,
still
like-
don't know what his powers are.
And sometimes it doesn't apply to everybody. Not everybody has it. Some people just learn.
Is this what are you saying this in class or?
Yes.
So
Ember's a
But-
huge
be
nerd.
hereditary.
She talks about this all the
But
time. Ember's a huge nerd. She talks about this all the time. It's really annoying.
So when you say the thing like some people just learn, and he's like,
Some people just learn how to do it. Sometimes it doesn't apply to everybody.
he's doing this, looking at the teachers like,
But that doesn't mean they don't have to be superheroes. They just don't have superpowers. And also, if you're learning it, technically it can be like it's hereditary, and it's not technically unlocked when they're born.
What's the teacher doing?
these are all good questions. These are all good observations. I appreciate your input from Table 3 collectively.
Collectively.
We will be covering this for several weeks, and I believe some, if not all of your answers, will be covered in the coming weeks. Will that satisfy your rabid scientific curiosity and objections, Mr. Monday? Yeah, no, sure. I cannot wait to sit through more weeks of this. It'll be awesome. Miss Quinn,
Yes.
are you also similarly satisfied at least the level of Mr. Monday, which we grant is a relatively low bar to hit at this point? Let the court record state that Miss Quinn did shrug her acquiescence to my teaching. We are all very happy. Are we all prepared to move on?
Wait, who's the teacher for this?
I don't know, but
Miss B.
Miss B? Miss
Yeah.
B. All right. Let the record state that Miss Quinn shrugged her acceptance of my teaching and the subject matter.
Finger gun.
Finger gun? Did you finger gun her? Let the record also state that she confirmed her compliance with a finger gun. We all good? All right. Now then, actually, we're going to jump forward to Mr. Monday's first most interesting question, which is why don't we keep getting superpowers all the time? And and it kind of fades off into that lecture.
You look like you're about to cry.
Like you're going into you're going to be writing extra credit.
Answer, it's right there.
You're going to be doing like extra credit papers for this section of the class and stuff or something, aren't you?
You help Miss B teach.
It's like, man, I'm a student teacher.
Miss B, that's actually technically wrong, and here's why.
There
It
is
doesn't change because you aren't unlocked the gene, so like...
so there's
A gene doesn't double unlock.
there's a article I read a couple days ago. This guy's like, I'm 9 years old and in college. This is what my life is like, and it goes back through like timeline of stuff and something like when I was in third grade, I got sent to the principal's office for telling a teacher, or no, junior high. When I was in sixth grade, I got sent to the principal's office for telling a teacher that their understanding of gravity was simplistic and poorly communicated to the class or something like that. I'm 9 years old and in college. This is what my life is like, kind of thing. And Miss B, your explanation of hereditary and recurrent manifestation of epigenetics is a little bit simplistic and not really well communicated. Would you mind if I just step up there and add to the diagram?
Can I just you just kind of
Let me just erase this and restart.
here, let me just change one thing, please, and then just
After class.
Yes,
Um,
it's lunch now.
Yeah, but not quite because you're still in Mr. Brick's class.
Yeah, right.
So missing homework, late to class, backpack. Take a picture of that and send it to me. Oh my god, that is awesome.
problem.
And then there's a B plus B in the quiz.
Oh my god, that's so good. I think you're a good student. I think it's very challenging in this school to stay focused on the things that matter all the time, with a lot of things that come up that are also very important, but not school.
Who is talking?
This is
and
Mr.
who are they
Brick
talking
to Mr. Brick to Ember. I double checked through when I put you in as being tardy. You came up as absent on the previous session, so need to drop into the admin office and talk to. He's not pausing. I am pausing. 1 second. Talk to Mrs. Schwartz. Check in with Mrs. Schwartz. So you got flagged in the system for that.
Maybe don't go. Hang balls.
Homework. Please catch up on it.
Okay.
You'll be fine. I'm sure you'll be fine. You're friends with Palacine, right?
Yeah.
She's doing great in class. Study with her.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Palacine, you won't believe this. He called you great. Just 1 second, please.
Cool.
That's awesome, man.
Anyway, so I understand you. I mean, you did some amazing stuff this week. Saved the whole gym classes, from the way I hear it. You have amazing gifts, and you also have powers. So
Unlike
let's focus more on the gifts and a little bit less on the powers
Flair.
this week.
Okay.
I think that's going to be better for you. This is, when it comes right down to it, you're always going to need the basics before you have to worry about the extra stuff. It's always going to be the important thing. And so what he's doing, he wants to shift your mundane up, and he wants to shift your freak down.
That makes sense. Yep.
Are you going with it? That's what he wants to do. I mean, you can always resist the influence. You can always try to resist the influence, but that's up to you.
He's moving your mundane up.
Mundane up, freak down.
Take it.
You are the worst. Oh my god.
am.
By the time it actually gets to the point where you guys are going to fight there, I'm like, I don't want her to be the captain. She's bossy and mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Yes!
I'm gonna take it.
What did you tap? Oh, you put the little hearts over here?
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
Wait, can I see?
Oh, my little heart.
I wanna see.
Can I see?
Yay! Your mundane is at 0. Good job.
Good
Mine's
job.
at 3.
Your mundane is at 0. Good job. Good job. I like how the boys are like, you guys are all like locked in for the second half of this, for the second half of the day, but like the boys are all different. That's good. All right. I will make a whole table of this. It'll be wonderful.
Everybody has gym.
You guys have lunch for about, what, a half an hour? And he slowed you down a little bit. So she comes in about 5 minutes after. And so you guys get about 5 minutes at the table before you're interrupted. So what's going on at the table?
The lunch table?
Yeah, lunch table.
We're talking about, I'm trying to explain to Palacine how changing the elements of the table the elements in the periodic table isn't the best way to get an A in science, even though it's the easiest way.
We need this reaction. If we just had this element in here, we would get the reaction that we wanted and wouldn't be nearly so complicated.
Yeah, but that's part of the challenge. The challenge is trying to figure out which elements you can use.
Miss B allows it.
Miss B
Doesn't realize you're doing it.
Miss B doesn't realize you're doing it.
Miss B likes me.
Because you're cheating and she doesn't notice.
But on my planet, it's so much easier. You simply put the things in and it does what you want. Here, it can be hard.
And you're short
You might
17
put them
elements.
in, and they don't do what you want them to do.
Yeah, but
You sit down in the middle of this philosophical discussion on changing the base states of matter. Mm-hmm. How are you doing?
Where have you been? You were in a gym.
Yeah.
Where were you?
Now, do you try and deflect and like, I got yelled at by Mr. Brick?
No.
No?
Well, I wasn't on the island.
So, you were obviously with somebody else because there's no way you could have gotten off on the ferries without somebody noticing.
No, she could have
That's
flown.
not true.
She could have flown.
Oh, well, why did you go off the island then?
Why not? Gym class sucks, and everyone sucks.
Yeah, but we're also
Oh my
part of
God,
your
she's you with Tyler.
Yeah, but we're also your team, and you're supposed to be there to support your team.
Yeah.
And we went against Honor Roll again. Luckily, we won, but
Well, you tied, kind of.
I'm saying that we won. Luckily, we won, but you weren't there, and because you were your team. You're supposed to be here supporting your team.
Yeah, family's supposed to support each other as well. So. But,
And what are you supposed to mean by
that?
that?
That doesn't always happen.
Yeah, I completely understand that as well. But we're your team. You're supposed to be here.
Just like I said, family's supposed to be there too.
You're
But
in the
it
middle of
doesn't
this?
always happen.
What is... Okay, let me think about this for a second. Somebody walks by the table, and there's like two little like things being set down on the table in front of you and Palacine, and then they walk away.
Who is it?
You know.
But do we?
Can I assess the situation?
Yeah, you have somebody put a cup down in front of you.
Yeah, I want to assess the situation.
Okay.
Yeah, because I want to know who it is. Because
What are you doing? Because it's a
she's already opening it.
yeah, it's a cup of like it's a like it cup, you know, Cold Stone. Like it's a small cup of candy, the blue
Cotton candy.
cotton candy ice cream with like marshmallows in it, and what's something else that would be super gross in
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish and marshmallows and cotton candy.
I would eat that.
I would also eat that.
And Kit
That
Kats in
sounds
it. And Kit Kats.
absolutely delicious.
All right, so that's what's in yours.
I start eating it.
You assess this. You want to assess
I
the
don't care
situation?
if a random
Yeah.
person set it down. I'm gonna eat it.
It's blue.
Even if it's poisoned.
I love blue food on your planet. It never tastes like it looks like it's supposed to taste.
Colorful. I eat it.
Lucky Charms marshmallows are on it.
No, it's just regular.
Oh, I completely forgot how to do this. Where's my... Did you take the skill sheet again? Where's the skill sheet?
You just add superior. I don't think I took. Oh yeah, I did.
Wait, add superior?
Yeah. Superior as well. 3?
Superior.
7.
Man, it's good when you got a 3, isn't it?
Yeah!
She's barely managed to yank out a 7.
Yeah.
All right, so assess
right.
the situation. I think you get to ask one.
Assess the situation. 179, ask 1.
Because they're close. And then 5 and 2 are gonna be.
What here is the biggest threat?
Depending on what.
Oh, don't ask that.
So those are 45 minutes.
All the other
And
ones
then
are like
lunch
fight
and
related.
off period. All of the weird tasks.
What here can I use to?
They're 30 minutes.
What here is in the greatest danger? No. All of these
How
are
could we
like,
best end this
The
quickly?
ice cream, because
that
it's
might be
about to
good
be
since you guys are arguing and it's not super fun.
how can we best end this quickly where I'm right?
No, you don't get to ask that question.
What here can I use to make her understand? To make Ember understand?
I understand. I just don't care. You know, like powers in like the team isn't the
What
only
here
thing
can
that's
I
going
use
on in
to
life.
make Ember understand what she did wrong?
You
Make
can't-
Ember
you
feel
can't-
bad.
You can't dictate morals to somebody else.
What here can I use to make Ember feel bad?
Well, see, like
You're not even using a
My
spoon.
tongue is blue.
Quinn, powers and the team and stuff isn't the only thing that goes on in people's lives. You know that, right?
You realize I understand that more than anybody else does, right? I understand that just as much as you do. But I don't appreciate the fact that you just decided to ditch. Because, I don't know, you felt like it. Like, I get things get hard, you get angry, you get upset and you just want to leave, but you can't leave. You have responsibilities.
Wow, she sounds like she's talking. You sound so much like Vigil right now.
Oh, yeah. Vigil scares me. She's going to scare somebody else, too.
Quinn, maybe I didn't ask for powers. Maybe I didn't want them in the first place.
A lot of people here didn't ask for powers.
Yeah.
You have them anyway. And you have responsibilities that come with them, and you can't just get rid of them through, I don't know, hanging out by yourself. You have school, you have class, and you have a team that's relying on you.
I wasn't hanging out by myself.
Doesn't make it any better. You have a team that's relying on you, and you let them down. Again.
Again? Now you're just lying.
When did I let you down before this? When I
don't know
when
if
I
I said that
helped
last part,
Palacine.
'cause-
No, you did. You said that.
No.
Thinking through this.
She said nothing but back you up on this. Literally, she burned a hole through a school to get to you guys last time.
Yeah.
I gotta be curious about why are you so upset about this?
Because I think it was originally just because I was upset with Vigil and I was really hoping that we were just going to be a team and together today, and she just wasn't there.
Okay, then let me answer this question for you. How you can end this quickly is actually just saying that.
Okay.
I mean, that's how you can best end this quickly. Put everything out on the table.
Fine.
Also, whatever's in there, we need a not Cold Stone. What's a good name for hang on. We need a name for an ice cream shop.
Frozen Scoop.
Yeah, that works.
All right. So it's Frozen Scoop, salted caramel chunks, like salted caramel and I want to say some kind of nuts, like almonds or pecans or something like that.
Oh yeah, pecans.
Yeah. So salted caramel and pecan, French vanilla ice cream. Mm-hmm. You haven't tasted it. You can just tell through the lid and everything like that.
It just smells like it.
Yeah, every single thing. There's actually a bit in one of the early Daredevil episodes where they're he's teaching the young kid Maddie how to he goes, "What's it taste like? Vanilla." He goes, "Any idiot can taste vanilla. Tell me what." He goes, "Milk from 3 different farms, vanilla from 2 different countries, 4 different preservatives." All of a sudden, and he's just kind of going through all the list of everything that's in there. If you actually focus on it for a little bit, kind of thing, which is pretty cool. 5 different cows on 3. That's what it was. It was 6 different cows on 3 different farms, or something like that. Mm-hmm. So what do you say? I mean, that's the answer. Mm-hmm. Put this out there because you know what's making you angry, and you're not angry at anybody here at the table.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You had issues today, obviously, with your personal life, but you weren't the only one. And some days you just come to school hoping.
Okay, you're still not doing that thing. Okay, get there.
Let me finish.
I'll let you get there.
And some days I just want to come to school and have people who support me because 9 times out of 10 I'm not going to find that at home. So
I'm holding my penguin. She'll give you support.
Officer, this is my emotional support penguin.
Well, I'm sorry I wasn't there, but I just ended up talking with someone who was there for me today when I was having issues as well.
Yeah, but we're supposed to be able to do that for you too.
I know.
And we rely on you as well.
I just couldn't deal with Surge today, okay?
No, that's kind of fair.
Yeah. So let's not happy with that answer.
I didn't skip any other class. I'm sorry that it happened to be a class where we all were supposed to be together. We have the rest of the day together. Are we okay?
I'm still angry, but I'll get over it.
Okay.
Wait, you said you didn't go alone. Where'd you go?
Oh my god.
Can we talk about how Mr. Brick yelled at me instead?
Mr. Brick said you were good at math.
She turns.
Quick, deflection. She turns the same color as the ice cream. Apparently that's how people blush.
She's blue. She's blue. I'm sorry. Still love you, bro.
What's this? Oh, it's Carmen Sandiego, isn't it?
Carmen Sandiego, what?
We're watching Carmen Sandiego, the new one.
Carmen Sandiego.
I don't know what
I can't hear you.
I don't know where you got that from.
Carmen Sandiego. That's what I heard you
Carmen
say.
Sandiego. Oh, crap.
Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Have you ever heard of that? It was when we were in college, it was a Carmen Sandiego is like this worldwide adventure, and you figured out like it was like these clues. It was a video game, and you figure out these clues of where she was at, and you would learn something. It would teach you facts about various countries and stuff like that while you tracked her down. And now it's like an adventure animated show thing.
The last thing I heard him say was Carmen Sandiego.
But basically, she's a sort of archaeologist / adventurer / explorer / spy kind of thing, and she's awesome. Also kind of sarcastic, and apparently I managed to spill soda all over the carpet.
So, who was it?
Yeah, if you ditched, you at least have to tell us.
Did you like our ice cream?
Yes!
He leans over the table. You haven't even tried it yet. Hello, I am Emilio. Emilio? I am
so you ditched with Ember.
I am
huh?
Ember. We are going to get in trouble for that. I believe we've already been... Have you been called into the office? So we'll get in trouble for it later. But in the meantime, I hope you like the caramel and pecans.
I'm less angry now. You ditched with a good person. I like this person. This person brought me pecans.
She likes me.
Oh, mine's kind of blue ice cream.
It's the same color as my hair. I like it. It's good.
I'm a lot less angry now. Ice cream fixes a lot.
What's that?
Ice cream fixes a lot.
Caramel and pecan.
Quietly under my bed, just like...
You should have led with the ice cream. I told you to lead with the ice cream. So he had walked by before and just went because he could sit, look at the table and you guys were like all tense. And he's like, I will rescue her with ice cream.
It just makes me happy that he got ice cream. Like, he knew he was like,
well,
she was gonna
he can like do like water and ice kind of things, but he can kind of keep things cool. Mm-hmm. So he picked up extra ice cream. He picked up extra ice cream. I don't think you probably even noticed that he'd done it. So yeah, he said extra.
Nice. Fine.
Nice boy.
Nice boy.
You don't want to know how Jack keeps ice cream cold. It involves the nether realm.
Oh my god.
Kind of puts it into... There's like this black portal opens up, it sticks in it. It's like having a little dorm fridge with me all the time.
Yeah, except it's an endless black hole. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Wait, is Jack sitting near us?
Sometimes your sandwich comes out cold.
Yes, on the
haunted.
first day of school, we specifically picked out a table close to Jack. Come on, man.
Okay.
But facing away from him because it doesn't really matter,
I mean, it doesn't matter if I'm able to see him or not. I'm never able to see him.
Did you
all right, if you ladies will excuse me, apparently I have to go talk to the delightful Mrs. Schwartz.
Yeah.
What? He's offering his arm.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know how I feel about it.
Too much?
Yeah, well, but I will join you.
We will.
I'm only.
I was going to ask if we needed to depart like 10 seconds apart from each other.
I'm only a little jealous. I don't say that out loud.
Okay,
I telepath it to Palacine.
I can hear you.
I'm a little jealous. No, this is private channel, honey. Private channel all day.
Well, you can think stuff specifically at people.
Other. I tell that.
Yeah.
They what?
They love each other.
Riptide's feelings on the matter.
I just go steam. Steam.
Your mom wants to know if you're still sore today.
I don't understand the compatibility of the elements.
Steam?
I'll explain later. Ember will have to do a demonstration.
Ember will have to do it. What?
Ember will have to do a demonstration.
Okay. Anyway, they're only gone for about 5 minutes before
Who shows up? Because somebody else has shown up.
No, you guys get on the like school intercom. Asking for you two.
Oh, because you broke it.
Mrs. Schwartz is very methodical about it. In a superhero school, people getting detention is kind of like
an everyday
a normal occurrence. So she's got you're basically given like after school detention. Normally,
I feel
it would
like
be,
in that same intercom, it's just like Palacine, silhouette.
No, you guys.
It just goes on for like 10 minutes.
No, you guys aren't
Please
called in for
come to
detention.
principal's office.
She says, she's pointing at Emil and says, you'll be doing the after school today, late period. You're going to be doing it tomorrow because you have something else. You need to go talk to the administrator now. Please.
Okay.
What did you do?
I don't know.
And you guys walk in right about after this conversation. It's like, administrator's office. Three of you. Mr. Reyes, you may go.
You may go. Why are we three?
Charming as always to speak to you. Oh God, I'm always going to forget her name.
Miss Schwartz.
Charming as always to speak to you, Senora Schwartz.
Senora.
Ladies.
Senora Schwartz.
I said Senora.
No, you said Senora.
I said Senora. I might have muffled the end of it, but I meant to say Senora.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right, so Hellbinder's office. And the hits just keep on coming.
She just sounds like a really scary trans person. It wasn't meant to be offensive in any way. I just thought...
Why, because Binder?
Sorry, yeah, just whenever I hear that, it's just like...
No, because he binds demons or whatever.
Well, yeah, I understand the meaning of it. It's just...
I don't think it's how the trans person is like what somebody would refer to about their binder if they're not...
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like, no, I want the good binder, not the Hellbinder.
Yeah.
I just thought so I have a distinct picture in my head of what Hellbinder looks like, and I just thought of him frolicking through the grass with like a cute little summer dress on. That's why I was laughing.
No frolicking through the daisies. Come on.
Yeah.
I got this. I know.
If you show me a picture of Hellbinder, I might take the time to draw him in a dress running through.
I think there's a... I wonder if there's a...
Well, I don't know if I think of him like the way you guys think of him, but I think of him
I think he was a big, blocky dude.
I'm having trouble getting anything but like a demon in like a white suit out of my head.
A white suit?
Like a white, like...
I just really have a picture of his face, and it's like these giant horns, and his face is like completely
I don't
red.
see horns. I just see like big, square dude. Like big bulky.
Darn it! See? I fall for it every time.
Let me see if I can find it.
That was really scary.
How do you not look like
Hellbinder's office.
Normally I would,
but you just
that
didn't,
was so obvious.
What's going on in Mr. Hellbinder's office?
I'm not going to find... Ooh.
Oh my god!
I could have him look like Tom Hiddleston.
No.
Oh yeah,
Because I'll only think of Loki.
Yeah,
That's
that'd be bad.
Just
I don't.
Loki.
I'll have to do some more digging. I don't really have a good picture for
Anyway,
what it looks
Stop
like.
it!
Okay, stop.
What are you guys doing?
She keeps doing this to me, and I fall for it every single time.
Yeah.
She's like, she dropped her dice on purpose. She's like, Jamie, can you pick that up for me? And I'm like, I was looking this way because I was stretching. I'm like, yes, darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. All right.
Your gold for today is to get me.
Mr. Hellbinder, Administrator Hellbinder is there. Also there,
I'm extremely concerned.
Agent Parker from AEGIS.
I love how everybody straightens up after you say that. Everybody just goes like,
I don't think I have her picture up here.
sorry, I gotta clean myself.
I need to get Parker over here.
Anyway.
Is that all?
Yeah, it's just the two of them. You are being authorized for a field trip, ladies. As your, do we have a designation for your little group?
The outcasts.
Okay. Just type it
Yeah, because we're edgy teenagers and nobody understands us.
Because we're edgy and misunderstood.
Is that plural outcasts?
Can we all do this thing at the same time? Just
No, I'm cuddling my penguin.
oh,
I'm cuddling myself because nobody else will do it.
that is true. The penguin just sits on top of both of your heads, just one foot on each head.
OUTCASTS or ES? Are we going for cultural reference or simply outsider?
OUTCASTS.
Alright.
OUTCASTS. Outcast. Plural.
Wait.
Out.
OUTC.
It's just how you spell outcasts, but with an S on the end because it's plural.
Outcast.
O-U-T.
Oh, I wrote the outsiders. What am I doing?
C-A-S-T-S.
Outsiders is the playbook. Outcasts.
OUTCASTS.
We have been asked by AEGIS to loan you for an investigation of a extraspatial anomaly that has arrived on planet just recently that they believe you would be particularly qualified for. So,
Well, what is it?
a meteorite strike.
Okay. And why is this meteorite strike so significant?
It's attracted the attention of several groups around the planet. You'll be probably have to worry a little bit about who else might be showing up to investigate it. It is well. I'll let Special Agent Parker explain. Yes, well.
Wave or
Hello,
something.
Palacine. The energy signature from the meteorite is similar to the signatures from Palacine's ship. So we think that the origin of the object, whatever it happens to be, might originate from your homeworld or system in some way.
Would your people have any reason to come and visit you?
Well, it was a pretty major impact, so we're fairly certain that it wasn't... Well, if it was a ship, it's probably not intact at this point. That's why we've been asking so many questions about a potential attack, because we thought it might be some sort of ballistically aimed planet killer rock that didn't quite go right or something like that.
No, if they did that, their things would always go right. They have really high-tech stuff.
Also, they wouldn't do that anyway.
You say that to be comforting, but I don't think that you have thought that all the way through in terms of whether or not it would be comforting.
Ember, stop talking.
She's like the leader, though. And have you seen her? Like, she, like, kind of...
No, we're aware of how
the whole Earth.
We're aware of how technologically competent the people are, which is why this worries us. And we would like you to, on behalf of AEGIS, investigate this, see what you can learn, and see what it has to do with your homeworld, if anything. Hopefully, nothing. Hopefully, even if it does have something to do with it, you'll be able to quickly ascertain what possible threat there may be, and we'll be able to do something about it.
How soon can we leave?
How soon can you get dressed?
I'm dressed.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting to be a part of that conversation.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm dressed.
I've always wanted to be a part
I
of
just
that.
shapeshift into my next form. I'm in
Yeah,
my
like
pink and blue.
super suit. Yeah.
I could go contact my mom and tell her that I'm sleeping over for a project.
I really hope you didn't just say that out loud.
Why?
Because she's talking to some administrators.
Well, no, but...
Well,
like,
Hellbinder
someone
knows-
has
Talk to my mommy and tell her I'm sleeping.
No, I'm saying they have to contact her and be like, I'm staying over to work on a school project.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't actually take overnight or anything like that. I mean,
Yeah, it should
our
just
understanding
be,
of the capabilities of your ship is that you should be able to get down there in a fairly short
We'll
order.
go do that then.
All right.
Stop the base.
You don't say that word.
Yeah, you don't want to say that because
Yeah,
Hellbinder definitely does not know you have a secret base underneath the school.
We
just need to go to our locker and get our equipment, and
Yeah,
we'll be
equipment and stuff.
ready to go.
Yeah, our locker, the one that we
We've
share.
been all three of you. We've sent the coordinates already to your channel for the ship, so you should have the coordinates, and you can please stay in touch and please keep us informed of what you're learning.
Coolio. All right, let's do. I did not say Coolio.
And this Hellbinder says, I will make sure to let your teachers for this afternoon's classes let you know what's going. Let them know what's going on. That you will be absent with approval, and they will diligently make sure that your homework is waiting for you in your inbox when you get back.
I like the homework work.
With permission this time.
Yes.
Twice in one day. Except last time you didn't have permission.
And the person who handles detention has already been informed that you'll be taking care of that tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you get to do it. Your
Hellbinder does not say, we hope you enjoyed the ice cream. No, he doesn't say that.
The ice cream. We were monitoring you the entire time.
Okay.
You guys probably could have gotten ice cream in the cafeteria, but, frozen scoops.
That's
man.
not fun.
Frozen scoops is better. Breaking out is better.
And
I'm being very understanding of this as the GM. Please understand that as a parent, I would be not understanding.
Yeah, totally. Whatever.
I would never let her skip class.
That's ironic, considering.
Well, no, I told you, part of me really hurt to do this. Like, I was like, it's just a game, Jamie.
What
It's
gave
just
you
a
the
game.
impression that you would know?
I always know.
You're not subtle.
So you are so not subtle.
Step A, point A, not subtle. B,
I can be extremely subtle.
Well, your hair's pink,
This is my
and I know you
skeptical
from the
face.
back. Like, I see you across the hall all the time. I'm like, that's Kat. Her
You're
hair's
like
pink.
you're like waving a flag behind
Yeah.
the back of your head.
I'm sorry, but
All right,
it's
should we
true.
pause this to get cake pops?
Yes,
Sure.
we should.
Pause this for cake pops.
Someone want to bring me mine. I'm too lazy to stand up.
Wow, really? That's seriously. That's pretty funny. All right, backing up. Play some music. Oh, it's not playing.
Jamie, someone hurt her. Okay.
This
Wait,
one
what
what?
happened to the rest of my dye?
I don't know.
What did you do?
Someone murdered your owl bear.
No, you murdered it. What did you do?
There might be on the floor.
You monster!
Alright, Zoe. Then you have to be quiet.
Do you want me to close this door?
Yeah, that'd be good. Actually, could you grab me a soda and throw out those, please?
Sorry, let me just leverage my dying body out of my chair.
What? All right.
You know what? Chip wrong when I stab you.
Chip died.
Chip tied.
Oh no, the chip tide is coming. Everybody run!
Why can't they have a boyfriend and a girlfriend? I can just have both. It's fine.
No. No.
I said I could sit between you two.
No. Okay, we have about a half an hour, and I just want to get us to where this is. And then next time we're going to know.
Daddy?
Next time it's going to be adventure.
Daddy,
Yes. If you're going to keep asking questions, you need to go out. Okay.
when are you when are you and Kaylee going to this her second swim meet?
In about a half an hour. When the Jamie's leave, we're going to leave.
Oh.
Yep, and then
And then somebody that's invited to Sean's birthday.
so the plane. We found the picture of the plane, and I don't think I can find it. I don't think I have it anymore. I need
You
to go
mean
back
the
and look.
ship?
The ship, yeah.
Not the plane.
Well, you know what I meant.
It should be in Google Hangouts.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I thought I saved it somewhere, and I don't see it anywhere.
It should be on Palacine's page.
It's definitely not on the page.
I swear you put it up there. So
We choose the second one, right?
I had all of her shape. I had all of her shapes, but I don't have the ship. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think I have it. I'll dig it up again.
Here it is.
Oh, is it? Is that the one you picked? The little bug-looking one?
Yeah.
Can you send it to me again?
Yeah.
Just resend it to the same channel or whatever. I don't know why I don't have it. It's weird. All right, so what's the inside of the ship like? I mean, for a human, is it? In what way is it weird?
The tech stuff is very weird.
Is it like what way? Is it all like organic kind of like?
It's just
I have an idea
Like-
for how you fly the ship. Can
30th century
What?
stuff.
Can I like do a thing? So it's like you walk into the ship and like
Well, my penguin flies the ship.
yeah.
Now that I have the penguin.
Oh,
but before
okay.
you can set it to go manually.
Okay. I was thinking of like your penguin like has this
Penguin's
little
the ship.
seat on the back of the ship and then like this little headset comes down and it's like dots
Well, I didn't
and then
have the
it starts
penguin
glowing and he
before,
flies
so-
the ship.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't have this shit. It's really weird.
I just sent it.
Okay. So that's fine. So the inside of it, the interface of it is a little bit more organic. It's for you, it's machinery. For them, it feels like everything's kind of.
Alive.
It's kind of like touching the sticky side of like a 3M membrane or something like, or like this. Like everything's a little bit tacky. Like
The ship gives me the
no,
weirdest
no, like
vibes. Sticky tack.
no Post-it notes. It's like the backside of Post-it notes. It's not super sticky, but just enough to kind of like, you know,
Weird.
except for where you sit and stuff like that. If you mention it, like we keep sticking to everything, then the surfaces will change enough that you're less whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How's it smell? What's it smell like in here?
Dirt. Like fresh dirt. No. Okay.
Smells
Roses.
sunshine.
No, it smells like this.
It smells like roses.
No, seriously, smell this. I think it makes a decent.
See, this is
No,
why.
it smells good. Because it comes from my home planet.
Yeah, it smells good to you, but how does it smell to humans?
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Then that.
Yeah. Smell it.
So bad. Like, really bad.
Little organic, little bit chemical. No, it just smells like plastic. Anyway.
It smells like water to me.
Okay.
Water has a smell.
Yeah, it does. Anyway, so the coordinates are get you somewhere in Belize. Do you know where Belize is?
No.
That's in Greece, right? Or
Nope.
Italy?
Nope.
Wow. It's getting farther away.
But do you know? Then you don't get to make fun.
I didn't say
Is it in Rome?
No.
Is it out of the United
It's
States?
in Europe.
It's in Central America.
What?
Oh.
I shouldn't have said it.
What
I
did
could have
you
acted
say?
like I knew it. I said, it's in Europe.
It's in
You are incorrect.
My next guess was Germany.
Nope.
Germany.
Nope. Not on that half of
Let me try to get up. Let me get up the maps here. Okay, I'm gonna have to flip the screen around here to kind of get this up for you guys, but
There's another one in the kitchen.
well, could you get it open? Could you go get it, please?
I can.
Thank you.
I think so. We love you and appreciate you. Don't get the new unwrapped one. Don't get the new
Why
one
not?
that still has the plastic on it. Because
All right, so there's Mexico, and then Guatemala, Belize is right here. So
Yeah.
Cuba.
Okay.
yeah, totally
America.
understand where that is.
You're getting as much information as well, you would know. So Mexico, Belize is right here.
Yeah.
It's like part of it. Above Nicaragua, Honduras.
Oh yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yeah,
I'll
analyzing.
pull out a little bit further.
Truly.
There.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
See in context? So you guys are coming from up here down. Crossing Gulf of Mexico, that kind of stuff.
What are you doing?
I'm at a dance party.
In the
A
ship as you
dance
go.
party.
We're better than you.
Palacine first hears about beatboxing. She's like,
Boots.
She's doing a lot
And-
better than that.
Kitty kitties.
Boots and kitty kitties.
Boots and kitty kitties. Boots and kitty kitties. Boots.
So I'm gonna go.
Kipu
One of the things that Belize is well known for is they have a lot of
Peace.
historical ruins that are interesting and a lot of tourism around them, a lot of archaeological excavations and stuff like that because they have a lot of pyramids, but they don't look like Egyptian pyramids. They have a lot of steps, flat tops.
I have a question. There's a scene that I kind of want to happen where all three of us are having a conversation on the ship on the way there.
Okay.
It's just a
It should
conversation
be
I want to
our
have.
symbol.
A competition.
The outcast.
I don't understand.
Wait, a
This
competition.
finger is the out. Going away from the race.
Can you close that door,
You're
Zoe?
double jointed because that's so
Can you
gross.
close
I
it?
know. Ha 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 ha.
Wait, did you say competition? You want to have a competition?
No, a conversation. How did you
okay.
get competition?
I don't know. I was like, what are we competing in?
because I'll win.
I can't get OBS open. That's weird.
Sorry.
All right.
That's what I said the
Anyway.
first time I opened it.
That's what I was trying.
Want me to open that up for you? There you go. All right, great. So you guys got these style pyramids up in that country, well known for it. So you want to have a conversation on the way down before you get there, yeah?
Yeah, that's just my personal preference.
Okay. Start it.
Okay. So, Palacine, do you think that you're going to see anybody that you know? Or do you think you're going to recognize anything? Do you want to see people from your planet? Or did you, run away or something?
Well, the only reason I ran away is because of evil villains. I didn't ever want to leave my planet. So, yes, I would like to see people I know.
Is there any way that they could have gotten to you? Is there any way that they could have gotten to you? Is there a reason why they would need to come? Because if they came and it's an emergency, how bad do you think it would get?
I don't want to think that.
Do you think?
But they might need to come
Do you think
because
those-
my parents are the king and queen, and say they've been captured, then I'm the next person to save the planet.
Then would they need you back to go back to them if your parents got hurt or something?
Probably.
Would you go?
I'd have to.
But it might end up being the same thing as what happened to your parents. So then it wouldn't technically be the right choice, I would think, as the leader of your entire...
To be fair, she can't just abandon her people either.
No, but she can come up with something different to a different plan.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're not there yet anyway, so we'll find out once we get there. If it's
What if
even
she
more
does have to
important.
go back home? Are you guys gonna go with her? Go help?
Well,
No,
it wouldn't
I
be
would
forever.
figure out a way for us to keep in communication and ways for us to keep...
Well, would she go back forever?
You know.
I mean, I'd figure out a way for us to keep in communication and keep sending her supplies that she needs, but send her ice cream every month and her cranberry...
She's fighting for the survival of her people, and you're sending her a rocky road.
Yeah. Well, not rock the road, cotton candy.
Well, but technically, once your planet is safe, aren't you allowed to go anywhere you want?
It all depends, because if something's happened to my parents, then I have to stay and rule the planet.
Well, you don't have to be there, though, to rule it.
What if you're going to different planets to
You
create
can't.
treaties and learn how to act on and behave on their
Make
planet?
alliances with other people so it doesn't happen again with other planets.
Yeah, that's not really what we do on our planet. We're far away from everyone else's planets, so...
Yeah, but then what do you do if something happens again? You don't want to go through the same thing.
So, none of these questions really seem to have very good answers.
No.
Palacine's kind of like, this is all just making me bummed out. Bring back the beats. Not.
Boots and kitties, boots and kitties.
Are we almost there?
Yeah, actually, the coordinates coming in. So, are you coming in? You have chameleon plating on the ship. What's the ship's name? D something.
It's...
Deku? Ding dong?
Or something like that? Or maybe that
I think
was your
it's
father's name.
Demir.
You have it written
Yeah,
down.
Demir.
somewhere.
Yeah, Demir.
Demir. Alright, so you have, so you're in camo mode as you're coming in? Okay, so if you see the picture I got up there, I want you to start with that. Okay? Okay, that's kind of like, so there's a series of pyramids in it's like an area, and an impact crater kind of like right here. Whoop, I'll click there, right about there. There's like an impact crater that's in the ground, and so basically like a meteorite crater, and it's hit pretty hard. It's you have a big crater there in the ground that's open, but it's also cracked and collapsed part of the pyramids on either side because it's big enough to have like kind of like some of the pyramids fallen into it. And you can see that the impact was deep enough, and apparently there are either chambers or tunnels or something underneath all of this, that this, whatever hit the ground, it like broke through into those spaces underneath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just flying around, you can see
The impact.
the impact.
Do we see anybody else down there?
Yes. There is one other ship landed.
Explode the ship!
Unarmed ship.
Unarmed.
No, your ship is unarmed.
Oh, right. We have armed people on it, though. My blast! Destroy it! Make it explode!
I don't know that she can do that. Let me back up here. I'll find a...
So, do you want to trade? I have green. Trade. Please.
Leave her be.
Please.
Leave her be.
Sandwich.
What?
Kill you don't have a list up.
1 second, I'll be right back.
No, don't leave. We're almost done. Let me see if I can
I need to
find...
grab something. I'll be right back.
Alright. Well, that'll work. Yeah, this'll work. So you've got down... There's something parked, basically, landed right down next to the... shoot. Right down next to the crater, and it looks like this. It'll eventually load. I swear. There we go.
Oh, do you recognize them?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a local type of design. So this is what's parked down next to the crater.
Oh, dang.
So the wings, they're pulled in like this, but when it gets ready to land, it'll like raise up just enough so that those bottom little bits can sort of be feet. And then there's a couple of people out there dressed, reading the files.
You've learned through the superhuman world through your mentor's resources. When you first encounter an important superpowered phenomenon, you'll recall roll plus superior, which is +3.
Wow.
I know. This is why we get good at stats. Ember.
Wow, you're just on her today.
7.
She's gonna be like, yeah, I'm not gonna come back anymore. Kelly's
quit.
mean.
7. I got a 7.
With the +3. That's
With the +3.
a lot.
I rolled a 4.
Wait, what did you end up with?
I got a 7.
All right, what's the result thing then?
Okay. On a hit, tell the team one important detail you've learned from your studies. The GM will tell you what, if anything, seems different from what you remember.
Let me see it again.
Sorry.
All right. So the guys down there, you get a quick description from these guys as far as the uniforms that they're wearing and stuff like that. Like, they're all kind of wearing the same unis.
Another school?
No.
It's not good.
They sound like, well, it's pretty, actually, the colors and the designs and stuff like that are pretty clearly this group called Chaos Council.
That doesn't sound good.
Tell us one thing that you know about the organization known as the Chaos Council.
I know more. Can I at least know if, like, they're a good group?
They're bad guys.
Okay, yeah, they're bad guys. They're mainly, like, tech-based. So, so through, like, they're the one evil group that's, like, they don't send in their super-powered, genetically enhanced person. They send in a nuclear bomb, you know.
Oh.
It's like, it's all technology stuff.
Or if they send in goons, it tends to be guys that are, like, really tricked out on tech.
Yeah. Or they're, like, robots or something.
Yeah.
But it's mainly techie dudes.
So
And
these
I'm
guys,
sure that some of them have powers, but it's just...
with the way their suits are and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not these guys are mostly bots or mostly
Human.
humans. It's kind of hard to tell. So Chaos Council. I am supposed to say,
What, if anything, seems different?
what if anything seems different from what you remember? Okay, we have got. There's one person in here who is not dressed like the rest of them. So they like you said, they don't normally work with. They don't usually do the superpower thing because they don't usually do the superpower thing. But in this case, they have somebody with them. See if I can find who I'm thinking of.
If you show me a picture of the Dread Queen... Zoe!
It's fine.
It sticks to cloth.
Okay, it's fine. Still fine.
That's awesome.
If you show me a picture of the Dread Queen right
I'm
now...
not going to, obviously. I'm not using the same people from campaign to campaign. So there's this one dude in, like, he's like probably 6 feet tall. He's probably about 3 or 4 feet tall, taller than everybody else there. He really stands out, like he's 8 or 9 feet tall. It's like this red and black sort of power armor.
Off-brand Iron Man.
Ah.
Wait, can I see it closer?
Sure.
Off-brand evil
Yeah,
Iron Man.
just off-brand Iron Man.
Not exactly, but
Giant.
Looks like.
and around him there's some other bots that he's got around, like working for him, like just right around him, sort of, that are also humans. So there's a mix of like him and a couple of like minions, and then these Chaos Council guys, and they're all kind of arranged. They don't look like they've been here that long, but they're all kind of arranged around this
So is the
Very
thing that's
fresh.
different is like...
Yeah, they're working with. They seem to be
dude.
working with Iron Flag.
Okay.
And if you want to do a thing on Iron Flag, we can do that next session. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We'll do it next session. So, yeah, you've got guys on the ground already. There's still kind of some sort of steamy smoke, gas, something coming up out of the crater. So it hasn't been long. Or if it has, it's something still volatile down there. What do you do? And we're going to save that what do you do for next session. We're going to leave you invisibly hovering over the crash
Not
site.
quite invisible.
Chameleonly, intangibly hovering over the crash site and going,
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap. All right. Cool? Cool.
Zoe.
Sorry. All right. Real quick, wrap-ups. Palacine, are you closer to the team, further away from the team, or more into your own image of yourself? I'm closer to my 11s that I continually roll on my dice. The heck with the rest of you. I just need my 11s.
I'd say closer to the team just because of the whole talk that we had on the ship.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, cool. Who specifically?
Probably Silhouette.
All right.
Which one's
Silhouette, you have influence over her already, so
Yeah.
you can shift their labels.
Can I see your sheet? Monday now. No. Don't you
So
dare.
I mean,
Don't touch my mundane.
Oh, jeez. I'm gonna go with superior down and danger up.
time to get dangerous.
Yeah, her danger is at a -2.
Really a gift to her. You can Palacine either clear a condition or gain potential.
I'm gonna clear Afraid, because that's from last session.
Oh, you still had a condition this whole time?
Yeah.
We should have had you guys do a comfort and support while we were on the ship.
Well, that wasn't really a comfort and support. That was more of an.
It would have been if you'd have been like, we will back you up no matter what.
Yeah.
We'll be there for you. We'll be your peoples.
But instead you just said you would
afternoon.
ship
Oh,
me
and-
ice cream once.
Well, I don't even think you
can't
actually ever
leave.
said that, but you can't leave because if you leave, we'll miss you. It's kind of lame as far as comfort and supports go. Then you have your comfort and support penguin.
Yeah.
Close to the team, further away from the team, more into an image of yourself.
Ember.
Ember.
Closer to the team.
Who?
Silhouette.
Really?
What did I do? What?
My God, you guys have been like at each other's throats a whole. Well, actually, no. It's just Silhouette being a pain in the butt.
Well, yeah, I know, but like she was like saying things like, well, like in a way hinting at the fact that she also
Like, I get
has,
you. I get you. I
Like
know what
has
you're going through.
issues like home issues and other things are going on at home.
Yeah.
You're not alone type thing. Even if it was in a like you should have been there tone.
Super judgy.
Well, I'm gonna be the only sane one out of you two.
I don't think so. All right, so you get to shift labels because you already have influence, and you can clear condition or get potential.
I'm going to clear Afraid, so now all I have is guilty.
Oh, you have is which one?
Guilty.
I like how you have 2 character sheets.
All right.
Oh wait, I got
Well,
it.
yeah, that way I don't have to constantly flip. So
Is
one is the front and
So-
the other is
Savior.
Palacine, you did danger up, and what was the other one? Superior down.
Superior down. Savior down. Superior up.
Daddy, look. It's a swing.
That's cool.
It's a giant uppercase U that's swinging and also swirling around.
I'm just trying to make all my stats 100% average.
All right.
Yeah.
So what did you raise on, or what did you do on Ember?
I raised her superior and brought down her savior.
So I'm at a +1, +1, +1, 0, 0.
I'm trying to make them all the same thing.
Mine's -1, +1, 0, 0, 3.
That's interesting. 11100.
I have +1, -1, 0, +3, 0.
So there's a move you can do in here where you like sort of grow up a little bit, and you decide that there's a stat that's not going to be changed anymore. You're going to let I know who I am.
No.
And the obvious move is get a stat to 3.
Keep it there.
That you like that you use a lot, and then lock it. It can't be moved anymore. It can't be shifted anymore.
You would
That's the
probably
common.
do it
That's the common thing to do. People certainly do that. I had one of the players in my last game lock his mundane at -2, or 0. I think it was 0. It might have been 0, but it doesn't matter. It was like at a low number and he locked it. Because like when I have to do personal interaction stuff, I want it to always cause me problems because that's who I am. I know who I am, and I am somebody who has personal interactions cause me headaches. So it's not always about locking and saying, I am awesome at this. It's locking and saying, I know who I am, and who I am is kind of a hot mess. That's just who I am. I hope you didn't drop that on the floor. You didn't? Good job. All right. Silhouette. Closer to the team, further away from the team, or more into your image of your hot mess self.
Further away from the team.
What?
It was just.
You,
It was.
Man, you're mean.
It was a lot of arguing, and I just didn't feel much support coming from.
You were the one arguing.
Yeah.
You were your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with any of this. Yes, I absolutely am. I'm a terrible person.
And I just.
I know.
Yeah. And I just didn't feel a lot of support from
All right.
either one of them.
What does that do? I don't even know what that move is.
To be
Nobody
fair,
knows it.
I wasn't great.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't able.
Grow away from the team. Explain why you feel detached.
We did that.
Take influence over you away from another character. Who loses influence?
Ember.
Ember.
Isn't that the second time we used these?
No, Ember took it away from Silhouette last time.
Just at each other's throats.
So where you
But it's
have
okay.
Silhouette written on your sheet for you have influence over, take that part off. Modify. And that's all that happens. You don't get anything else out of it. It's just this hot mess.
Yeah, you don't get anything.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys are all going to be hugging it out after you punch some bad guys. Next time, punching people. in
Next
the
time
ruins.
you see our heroes,
You'll be punching bad guys underneath the ruins of a Central American pyramid, looking for some sort of space stuff while fighting robot Nazis and chaos agents.
oh, we're the Nazis. Awesome.
That's what Red Flag is. He's like a robot, intelligent robot thing that was created by the Nazis, and he doesn't understand why his master's lost, or in fact understand that his master's lost.
Oh,
And now he's hiding out in Central America.
I'm ready to punch.
Wanna be a superhero, superhero, superhero. Don't you wanna be a superhero, superhero, superhero? Anybody could be, anybody could be, anybody could be. Rip it off, show the symbol on your chest. Say, come on and show the world who you really are. It's not enough to be better than the rest. Gotta take it to the top and make